podcast. My name is Kyle Content, and I'm currently talking to my best friend, motherfucking CrazyLegz, and my not so best friend, who is, might I say, my most awesome friend that I have, George. Hi, George. Or Unforgiven. That's what he goes by. Hi, Unforgiven.
Hello, and are you seriously gonna go with that intro?
That's the only
Yes.
intro I got.
Is that how we're doing this?
I guess so,
Yes.
man.
That was the
Okay.
best.
Oh well, all right then. I guess I can't fucking complain.
So,
Nah.
Crazy wanted to talk about Soleimani today. I'm assuming he wanted to study about it before we did it, though. Did you ever, read anything on it, or?
A little bit. Not as much as I would have liked, but a lot of people were upset about what he did or whatever.
Okay, my
I was
question,
reading.
did you only read from Fox News?
No, I looked up those things, but from what from Fox. You know me well, content. No,
Yes, I do.
but the thing I was reading is Somali. He threatened to attack U.S. Territories or like bases or whatever. He what say? I should write this stuff down because I forget this shit. I
From what I
remember.
read,
He just ba-
from what I
he just
read, there
basically
was
did a lot of shit that was not like he was just basically saying, I'm gonna do this to these bases or whatever. I'm gonna do all this. Like he was just threatening us and stuff, and then that's why. And there was something else here. I think I saved it in my phone. Like I'm horrible at this.
yes,
I
you
need to
are.
start writing stuff
I can
down.
already tell you what it is. Soleimani
Okay.
threatened to attack 33 different military-owned U.S. military-owned bases, and that included 2 naval ships.
Yes.
Did
And
you hear
then
what happened 3, 4 days ago? Something like that?
no. What happened? You did what?
The what is I can't remember what the Iraqi military is called. The Kirks,
I,
something like that.
didn't
Anyway,
they? Oh, go on.
anyway,
I think I'm gonna.
they gave the United States a 1 hour warning, saying that we were going to bomb this military base. So obviously, the United States pulls out, like completely removes all military and info, personnel, everything, and then they bomb the military base. And they said that that was the settlement of this argument.
Oh, is that what they said? That
Mm-hmm.
was what they were. Well,
Beef squashed.
I don't know. Like I've said before on certain things that we've talked about. War's not gonna end anywhere in the world. People are gonna hate each other. Everyone's gonna want to kill each other
I hate
half
you,
the
but I
time.
don't go to war with you.
No, but you know what I mean. Like it. There's no such thing as there's not gonna be world peace ever because people are not gonna get along to the point where there would be world peace. Um, but the fact that in which it's on both sides because I was talking to one of my like he's more of a left like he's kind of a far left friend of mine. We were talking and he was trying to get on. We were talking about that because he was mad that Trump bombed that killed that guy or whatever. And I was trying to ask him why and he's like, if Obama or anyone else did it, you guys would be all mad. I said I wouldn't be mad. Maybe some far right people would try to make that a big deal because they just didn't like Obama. But I wouldn't be mad at all. I'd be like, hell yeah, fucking bomb that guy. Like if you're gonna threaten this country or threaten us, like I don't give a fuck. Bomb them. I don't care. Like it because that country seriously like hates us to death. Like they scream death to America. They don't like us. So if they're gonna threaten us and do all this stuff, I don't care who does it. If you do it, then do it. You know.
Well, my only question was there actually military info that saying that they were actually going to attack? Or was this just a United States excuse in order to kill Soleimani?
I mean, either way, from how he sounds, I'm not saying anyone deserves to die, but
Holy
how
shit.
he seems to be, you know what I mean? Like
RG, thank you for the host.
I don't think there should be people out there like that anyway. In general, anyone, I don't care who you are, if you're like um just like a hateful person like that and wanting to kill everybody or just do shit like people do, and like I think they all should just die. Anyone who's like that, I don't care. You could be. If Trump did the same shit, so I'm gonna do like if he like, I don't know, just if anyone is that hateful and threatening to kill a bunch of people and do all this stuff, it's just like why? What's the point? Like to me, I don't. Like I said, there's not gonna be any world peace. But here's what I don't understand. Okay, so Iran, say they hate us. We don't have like the same religion, and everyone just don't. They just don't like our opinions and all this stuff. But what is the fucking point in trying to start shit with us in general? Like, why just leave us alone? Why are you gonna?
Who says they're the ones starting shit with us? Who says they're not the ones being attacked in the first place? I mean, we are in their country. We are literally taking oil from them. We're literally putting bases in their territory.
We have bases everywhere.
That's my point. We have a global dominance essentially, and that's threatening to people. It should be threatening to people.
Isn't there certain countries that have embassies in the United States?
Yeah, there's tons. There's embassies from countries that absolutely hate us. There's Russian embassies. There's Iraqi embassies, and that's mostly for people. That's not for government.
No, I thought it was like a government thing.
There is some government to it, but it's mostly for like, can people stay in this country? It's like a jury for those countries, essentially. George, are you having a good weekend?
Yeah, George. Let's switch subjects. What'd you do?
Yeah, I am. I just stayed home with my wife and played video games all weekend, pretty much.
That's it? Sounds like a dream.
Pretty much. Yeah, if only. Only I could say I could do that all the time. It'd be nice. Never have to work again.
Do you have anything you want to talk about at all, George? Everybody, welcome George as a special guest to the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Also known as Unforgiven.
As I say, hello again. You guys been playing any interesting games this week at all, or anything you guys might want to talk about?
Crazy wants to talk about nothing but Overwatch for like a week straight.
Yeah, that's all. That's an old that's an old game. Why? I'm talking like.
It's not. It's still the best.
Oh my God! It's. All right, let me rephrase the question.
No. What's wrong with
is there
What's
any?
wrong with Overwatch?
There's nothing wrong with Overwatch. It's a game that's been out for almost 5 years, and it doesn't really change much. So like.
Oh, it's
honestly,
coming. Changes are coming.
There's nothing to really talk about. Honestly, like.
There's gonna be 4 new game modes. There's gonna be 4 new characters. All the skins are being redone.
I think he wants to talk about Overwatch 2, but like he.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about you. You want to talk about Overwatch 2, but we don't know anything about it yet, and you're hyped about it, but you're hyped for no reason.
Right. Like is there besides Overwatch, is there like any other games that you guys are excited for that have been announced that you guys you can't wait to play, or something that's coming out this year that you can't wait for? Or,
See, here's something that I've learned.
It doesn't even have to be on the on this console. It could be on the new Xbox or the new PlayStation.
Here's something that I've learned. I've learned to stay the fuck away from like journalistic bullshit. After No Man's Sky. After
obviously,
that's one of the biggest reasons. After No Man's Sky, like it made me really want to stop listening to like journals and shit like that.
I don't keep up on new releases, so as I see because all I watch is YouTube. So if there's like a commercial for a new game and I see it, then I'll look at it. But I usually just like go to the store and see what's coming out, and then I'll kind of go off that. Like right now, I'll look at games coming soon, and I'll let you know if any of them catch my eye, and then we can talk about it, or if you guys know about it.
What about you, George? You got anything you're interested in? Doom Eternal?
Definitely Doom Eternal's definitely on my list for sure. I mean, I did love the 2016 version. I thought it was a great remake. I thought it was a great reimagine.
I do too, very much.
what they're doing with Doom as a franchise, I think, is gonna bring it back to people who have never really played a Doom game before, but they're gonna enjoy it just because it's not a complicated game. It's not something that you really gotta, put a certain mindset into. It's just a game where you can sit down, just play it, enjoy it. It's not difficult. It's not hard to learn.
I,
It's just
I've actually never played Doom before.
You've
So,
never played Doom?
you've
no.
never played Doom.
Like I know what it's about. I just never played it.
Dude, you're missing out. Doom is such a great game, especially like the remastered one. It's so good,
Yeah,
man.
Doom 2016 is on the Game Pass. You should definitely download it and play it, man. It's definitely worth your time. It's a really good game. But I think the game I'm most excited for, I think, is probably going to be Resident Evil 3.
Ooh, that's a good
I think.
choice as well.
It's kind of a sleeper. We didn't know that it was going to come out this year, and then
No, I haven't beat the last.
a month and a half ago they announced it. It'll be out in April. April 3rd is the release date for it.
I'm interested in what they're gonna change about it, because like the change they made for Resident Evil 2 was fantastic. It was a much needed change, I think.
I mean, they've already got a couple trailers out for it. I mean, you should definitely go and watch those trailers.
Like I said, I stay away from those. I don't do trailers. I don't do shit like that.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess each his own, but I'm super excited for it. I mean, I love Resident Evil. Resident Evil was probably one of my main franchises that got me into hardcore gaming, I think. Honestly,
there's a Resident
just
Evil game that like most people claim that they've never even heard of, and that's Outbreak. Resident Evil Outbreak. And like that was literally my favorite fucking game as a kid. Because it was
Outbreak was amazing.
Yeah, dude, and like
Outbreak was so good.
Here's how fucking unknown this fucking game is, though. When I worked at Amazon, a place with like 1,000 people working there, right? Out of how many people working there, who knows anymore. There was one guy who had played pretty much every game that you can think of. Like he was a total nerd to the T. And then one day I go over to his house so we can just like fucking play games, do whatever. And he shows me this Japanese game, and I'm like, dude, this is fucking Outbreak. This came out in the United States. And he's like, no, it didn't, man. No, it definitely didn't come out in the U.S. I'm like, Outbreak was a game in the U.S. And I proceeded to show him like gameplay of like the English version of this game. He's like, dude, you had this game? I'm like, yeah, I had this game. This game is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, the Outbreak series is great. I mean, I wish they would have made a Chapter 3, honestly. Obviously Capcom didn't, because they decided to go straight from that to Resident Evil 4, which it's fine. I mean, they needed to. I mean, it was a good, I want to say 3 or 4 years since they did an actual numbered Resident Evil, so I mean, they needed to do that, but I'm kind of hoping if Resident Evil 3 sells as good as Resident Evil 2 did, I think that they'll probably remaster the Outbreak series. I almost guarantee it. Honestly, I really do.
Dude, I'm hoping for it. Like, I really want to see it. Like, I'm so excited to see that.
I mean, you can't give Capcom crap, because every game that they've released this year has just been an amazing game. I mean, you got yeah. I mean, you got Resident Evil 2, and then a month later you had Devil May Cry 5. I mean, that game was amazing. If you haven't played Devil May Cry, I suggest you definitely play it. It's definitely worth your time.
Which one is my question?
Devil May Cry 5.
Okay. I haven't played 5 yet, no.
The newest one. Have you never played a Devil May Cry?
Is that one of the first ones I played was the one with Emo Dante, and I went back and played the originals as well.
Okay, so you started off on Devil May Cry 4 then.
Yes, I think maybe.
Which was a great game in its own. And the funny part about it is the original Devil May Cry was supposed to be a sequel to Resident Evil. It was actually supposed to be the sequel to Resident Evil 3. And they decided to not make it a sequel because it ended up being its own thing, and everybody liked it so well that they just kind of made it into its own franchise. Which is why you kind of see a lot of.
I can see it, but I don't at the same time. That's really weird.
It's if like if you go back and play the original, and you go back and play, say, like the original Resident Evils, you kind of get that same vibe, you kind of get that same feeling, but compared to what Devil May Cry is now, I mean, Devil May Cry has grown into its own thing. I mean, it's literally its own franchise.
Crazy, are you having
And
any luck with that list, by the way? Or did you stop looking?
List.
Oh,
I
my
stopped.
God.
Oh, no.
What is
no,
wrong
I'm
with you?
No, I'm looking. But the game I was gonna kind of not really excited for, but I felt like it'd be relaxing and I would enjoy it. And again,
Minecraft 2?
I usually get games off of like people I watch on YouTube who've played them, and when they come out for Xbox, then I'll play it. But it's coming out. It's the 2-point hospital, where you make a hospital and you probably have seen them before, but
Hospital
it's like
Tycoon type thing?
no. It's kind of, but you like make a hospital, and the patients have like all type of weird ass like sicknesses, and you gotta try to cure them. You'd have to look into it, but it looks really funny and just kind of relaxing. I wouldn't really have to like try so hard, like in shooters.
So it's kind of just a game where you could just pick up and play it, and you don't have to really think about it. It's just kind of one you could just sit for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, just, you're bored doing something, you just need something to relax to do. It's just a game you'd sit there and it's relaxing to play.
Dude,
Kind of one of those games.
like I'm very surprised like how much I enjoy Papers, Please. Like
Oh man,
like,
Papers, Please is amazing.
It's not though. It's fucking terrible, but it's great at the same time.
It's one of those bad games that's good. That's the only way to describe Papers, Please. It's a bad game that's
Desk
good.
Job Simulator is essentially what it is. Do you know what that is, Crazy?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. But like that shit is fucking hella addictive. Like I'm not even exaggerating. It is so addictive to fucking play Papers, Please.
I mean, you should go back and watch Jacksepticeye play it. His playthrough of it is just hilarious. Like, it's so good. It's definitely one of those games that you should definitely try out. I mean, it's simplistic as.
I've watched that play before, where he has to
Yeah.
figure out who goes through.
It's just super addictive, and it's so replayable because you could just. It's simple, but it's still enjoyable at the same time.
I'm downloading Doom as we speak right now, so.
You're downloading Doom while you're streaming.
I'm not streaming.
You're not?
That's gonna take forever.
How'd you quit?
No, because I can't play games. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that was the reason we made the rule.
Yeah, because the week before, the week before was.
Dude, that's easily still the worst podcast we have ever done. And what's shitty was that it was literally the one time we fucking discarded that rule entirely.
Yeah. Hey, you always gotta change up the rules sometimes, man. It's nice to have
Well,
rules, but sometimes it's nice to break them.
What game was I even playing?
I don't even remember. That's how shitty it was.
I think it was Overwatch. Yeah, it was Overwatch because I was.
I don't want to go back and watch it. Just.
I was getting pissed at people while we were.
I mean, is there anything you're excited for at all, Kyle, that you've heard of that you haven't been spoiled that you want to play, or
Dude, I'm telling you,
just kind of wait?
Like I'm literally like in the dark about everything. If it comes out and it looks interesting, I'm gonna get it. But aside from that, like there's nothing that I'm excited for. Like there's.
I mean, obviously you're gonna stick with what you know. I mean, we're gonna get Call of Duty when it comes out. We're gonna get those games because you know those games are gonna be worth playing.
I haven't played COD in like a month.
I'll get it because it's not Halo, essentially. Like it's populated. It's very much worth like playing because there's so many people watching it. You know, it's just.
I mean, there's so many people playing it.
Yeah, playing is what I meant. I didn't mean to say watching, but that's essentially the whole point of it was. The whole reason I even started playing COD in the first place was because of the multiplayer option. You know, like.
Right. That's the whole reason I started playing it too. I played the original Call of Duties, but I played them mainly for the campaign. If I remember correctly, it was Call of Duty 2, I think, that started the whole multiplayer thing, if I'm not mistaken.
I remember. I think it was Call of Duty one or it was probably 2 then. I remember my uncle. I was really young, probably like oh, 8, 9, 10, around that area. There was a map where there was like a bridge, and right across and the bridge was like a tunnel, and right across that there was like a rock, and then they had a jeep on that map that you could drive. I remember playing that online. It was like one of the first games I ever played online, and just hearing people nonstop fucking talking, and then trying to kind of like glitch on the. It was like Sniper's Rock, and they would kind of lay on it, but you could like kind of glitch it to where your head was barely popping up, and you could just keep sniping people. I remember that as a kid because that was like the first Call of Duty I played online. It was just like it was
Yeah,
just so cool to get to the jeep and drive around.
I think I didn't get into Call of Duty Online really until COD 4 came out, because back then I was still into Counter-Strike. I played a lot of Counter-Strike. That was
I've
my
never played that either.
multiplayer game. It's
It's a PC game. It's
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't have PC.
I don't know.
I
I mean,
I know what it is. Like I've watched it.
I don't know. Like I said, I really didn't get into Call of Duty until Call of Duty 4. That's when I started getting back into console gaming a lot more frequently, because before then I was mainly PC. I still had a console, but like I was mainly using my consoles for like single player games, like the Resident Evil games and Silent Hill games and games like that. I wasn't really doing the whole multiplayer thing back then. I wanted to play multiplayer, it was on PC. Just, all the mods you could do back then for multiplayer games on PC was just, you think mods nowadays are crazy? You should have seen what it was like back then when PC gaming was still kind of in its infancy. People didn't really know where PC gaming was going to go, and now it's so huge. It's like there's mods pretty much for anything. I mean, you just think of a video game and there's probably a mod for it of some sort.
Bethesda games.
I don't know, it's
No mods.
crazy. But I don't know, I'm kind of excited to see what this year is going to bring us for gaming, because I mean, we're not just getting a full year of new releases. I mean, we're getting new consoles this year. I mean, we're going into the 9th generation of gaming consoles. So I mean,
we're also
can't
in
wait
the
to
new
see what that's
decade
gonna bring
as
for
well, and
the
that
gaming industry as a whole. I think it's going to be amazing. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to have our downfalls. I'm pretty sure we're going to have our glitches. But I mean, I don't know.
what do you think
I'm kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with it.
what do you think the new Xbox is going to bring to the table?
Honestly, like, what do you guys think of the new consoles that are coming out? Do you think they're going to be worth the money, or do you think they're just,
Yes.
people might as well just
Yeah.
wait and see what they're going to do first?
Well, what I'm actually
I'm
like
getting the
really
new
disappointed
Xbox
in.
right when it comes out.
What I'm like super fucking disappointed
Yeah,
You
in.
ready for it?
I think
Why is my mic not working?
yeah, I think we're gonna do the same thing. I think we're gonna get new Xboxes too, but I think we're gonna wait at least a few months after release just to see how the lineup is. I think, honestly, I mean, who knows? We don't even know what the actual price for the new consoles are gonna be yet. That's the scary part.
I don't think they're going to be that much more than what they are now.
Well, yeah, you could. That's true, but I mean, you also got to keep in mind, PlayStation and Xbox are also doing.
I'm sorry, guys. My mic got really fucked up. That's not good. Hold on. The hell just happened? Hello? There we go. I accidentally muted myself and I couldn't fix it.
I was wondering why you weren't saying anything.
No, like I was talking that entire fucking time and like I thought you were just like trying to continue a sentence. So like I didn't want to try to interrupt you. So I would say like
No,
half a sentence and then stop.
No, I just figured you were just listening to me. I didn't realize you couldn't say anything. No, go ahead and chime in. Like, what did you miss?
No, I heard everything. My mic was just
Oh, okay.
muted. That's all.
Fair enough.
Where were you at? What do the new consoles have to offer? Is what was asked, right?
Yeah, like what do you think the new consoles like? Do you think they're gonna be worth spending the money on like right off the bat, or do you think it'd be
I'm severely disappointed that they didn't do anything with like the Xbox One X. Like I am so like still salty about it, if I'm being
I mean,
honest.
they did kind of. It's faster and a little bit more more space, but they
Dude,
didn't
it
really
was like it
and
was
the
like the
4K,
most
I guess.
pointless upgrade. Like nothing has really changed though.
I mean, the only difference between uh the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S is just the fact that one you can hook up to a 4K TV and it renders in 4K, and one you can't. Like that's literally the only difference.
Yeah, I have an Xbox One S Gears one.
You have a
It's
Gears
pretty
edition?
badass. Yeah.
You don't even play Gears.
I've got a Gears Edition Xbox.
I don't, but I have a Gears. It goes dun 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 when I turn it on.
All right, you're selling that to me,
Yeah.
whether you want to or not.
I got
Yeah,
it from our friend from work.
Yeah, I got the Gears Edition too. I got mine when my original
Is it
Xbox decided to take a crap on me, and I got it for
It's
like
red.
$200.
It's red and it's got like the claw marks on the front of it. Like it's got like little claw
Mhm.
marks.
It's nice. Got a 1 terabyte hard drive. It's nice.
Yeah, mine
I'm
has
jelly.
I think it's a 1 terabyte.
I have an X and I want a fucking S just because it's a fucking Gears of War console. So
Well, my friend at work sold it to me for really cheap because like he okay, so he has like all the stuff to be a good streamer. He just don't stream. He has a green screen. He has like a big ass room with all his consoles in it and stuff. And I was telling him about my Xbox was like taking a shit on me. And he's like, "Oh, I got this 1S that just sits in the box. Do you want it? I'll sell it to you for like 200." I'm like, "Sure." He just opens it up. It's basically a brand new Gears of War one. He never used it. He just had it. He's like, "Here you go." But he did
Well,
keep the
damn, you got
controller.
lucky.
He kept the Gears controller because he said he liked that. But
Yeah. I want the new
So-
Gears of War 5 controllers. I think they look sick.
I hadn't seen them. I need to look at them.
Yeah, they're actually really cool. Like, they're kind of a camo-ish white, I guess, and they got the Gears symbol on it, and it's got Kate Diaz's symbol on the front. It's freaking sick, dude. It's so cool.
I'll definitely give it a look when I get a chance.
Yeah.
I
But
want to play Beat Saber so bad. Like that's the only game I really want to play.
I can up Beat Saber if you want me to. Look
Why?
up look up John Wick VR.
I've seen that.
Dude, it's so fucking fun, dude. It's so badass.
It is. They just need to come out and make a John Wick game. Seriously.
Yeah,
just need to do
no
it.
kidding. Like a Hitman John
Shit.
Wick type shit. Like
Yeah, they
that
just
that
need
would
to
be
get
the perfect
Keanu to
setup for
voice
it.
it. If they can get Keanu Reeves to actually come back and voice his character, I guarantee you that game would make money. I guarantee you that game would sell.
I miss the Matrix.
What was
I love the
the
Matrix.
what was the last game that Keanu Reeves did? Was that that was the UPS game, right?
Yes, but he also did the Matrix
UPS
Path of
game.
Neo as well.
The UPS game. I want to look at that.
UPS game. What are you talking? Are you talking about Death Stranding?
Yes, that's it.
Well, that's what
Keanu
Content
Reeves
says.
wasn't in Death Stranding. Keanu Reeves was.
Oh no, that's
You're
what I was
thinking
asking.
of-
Was it him?
No, you're
No,
thinking of the
that's,
guy from Walking Dead.
Yeah, you're
What's that
thinking
guy's
of
name?
God damn it! Why can't I think of his name off the top of my head right now? Norman Reedus.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
okay,
it.
okay,
You're
okay.
thinking of Norman Reedus.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. What
No,
was
the last game that Keanu Reeves did was the
Cyberpunk?
PS2. Well, that's the one he's doing now.
Okay,
which
that's
isn't out yet.
that was the one I was trying to think of. That's the one that was his latest
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's his latest one. His last one he did was PS2 game, Matrix Enter Path of Neo was the last game he actually did. And now he's doing Cyberpunk. So I can't think of any other games that he's been in quite a while, actually. To be honest. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look and see if he's done anything since then.
I don't think he has,
I really-
but
Yeah, as I said, I don't think he has either.
I'm pretty sure like he went on like a full-on hiatus. Like he stopped acting for a while. He stopped doing pretty much everything.
Yeah, he really did. He didn't do any acting, I think, again until
It was
not
the
John Wick, because he was in a bunch of movies before that, but like
no, I think he
kind
came
of took a
back.
hiatus after.
The movie he came back to was the one where like two women knocked on his door, and like they just beat the shit out of him essentially. Do you remember that one?
I do, but that was after he had already done the first John Wick, though.
Was it? I thought it was before.
Yeah. No, I think it was actually I think it was even after John Wick 2, I think. Honestly, I think the first two movies he did after he came back from his hiatus was the first two John Wick movies, I believe. I don't know, I'd have to look it up and see. But I did watch that because it was on Netflix. It was actually really good.
Yeah, I saw it on Hulu. I didn't even know it was on Netflix. I probably would have watched it there first, but not like
I don't
now.
think it's
I
on
like The
Netflix
Good Place
anymore.
on Hulu. That shit was funny.
Wait, were you watching? What was funny?
I watched The Good Place
I never heard of it.
on Hulu. This girl basically dies, and she she thinks she's in heaven, and like, well, I guess an angel was telling her that the whole premise is like, so she's in heaven supposedly, and she's not supposed to be there, because how he was explaining it to her, like when you're on Earth, all your good actions give you points, and then how many points you have, you go to heaven or hell, basically, or the good place and the bad place. So the whole time she's trying to blend in because she knows he got the right name right, but it's the wrong person. And it's just a funny show because like instead of like you can't cuss, so she was trying to say this is fucked up, and she's like, this is forked up. And, oh, this is bullshit. Just saying because she can't cuss, and you gotta actually watch it, but it gets really good in the end.
It sounds
It,
terrible, and I will never,
it is
never
not
look at
terrible.
any religious movie or show.
It's not religious. It's
It,
like it's making fun of like religion in a way. It's funny.
mm-mm.
Mhm.
Fair enough. You damn psycho.
How about the football games? Those Titans, huh?
Yeah, what about them Titans? Did you notice that the
But
Texans lost today?
I honestly think he's gone though. The fucking Chiefs look amazing right now.
They shouldn't.
They look. Patrick Mahomes threw 4 touchdowns in the first quarter. They look great. That's insane. I was like that. I think they said it's the second player to do that in a playoff game.
They should have lost. The Chiefs absolutely should have lost today, without a doubt.
Should have lost.
Absolutely,
They
yes.
destroyed the Ravens.
Dude, they were what today?
Not
The
the
Texans.
Ravens. What am I
The
talking?
Chiefs played the Ravens today, or Texans today.
I'm talking about the air. Like, what was I? Give me 1 second.
I don't know. What were you saying?
I swear it was. What am I thinking of? Yeah, the Texans. Sorry, I was thinking of the Ravens for some reason.
Yeah,
but okay, the Texans. Anyway,
yeah. The Chiefs came back from like a 30-point deficit roughly.
no, they were up by.
The Ravens were up by like 30 points.
Why did it say he threw 4? Oh, they are. I was looking at the stats right now. Maybe I was reading it wrong in the article, but it said Holmes was like did something that someone hasn't done in a playoff game besides like one other person. I don't know. That's still. I mean, the Chiefs. I don't know. And the Packers look good too, but I hate fucking Packers. So I hate the Packers. The Packers and the Vikings have both won. They need to both fucking.
Is it because those are the reason that Chicago can't get into the playoffs
Yes, because
at all?
they're in my division. That's why I want them to lose. Because I don't want them going. Anybody else? I root for the Titans all year. Right now, they're going to Super Bowl. No one else. Because I don't want.
I'm surprised you're rooting for the
Packers.
Titans. Like, if I'm completely honest, I figured you would have
Right.
wanted the Texans to go for it.
Nah, I mean, Titans deserve to go. Like the Texans have always been kind of a decent team. Titans haven't really had anything going for them for a while.
You're damn right we haven't.
So
Those of you who are
I
wondering-
I don't watch a lot of football, so I can't really comment.
For those of you who are wondering, I'm from Tennessee, and if the Titans take the Super Bowl, which they probably won't, I'm not saying they will. We're gonna have 3 dominant teams in 3 different leagues. We're gonna have the Preds. We're gonna have the Titans. We're probably gonna have Vanderbilt come up next year as well. So, everybody, be ready, sports fans. Tennessee will be on your to-do list.
I'm not even from Chicago, and I like the Bears. I'm from Ohio, but fuck the Browns or Bengals. So you know.
Well, damn, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, you.
If I had to pick a team from Ohio, it'd be the Browns, because they suck so. I mean, the Bengals actually sucked worse this year.
I
the
completely
Browns have
forgot
sucked
there were. I
forever.
completely forgot there were 2 teams in the NFL
Yeah.
for Ohio. I completely forgot that.
It's Cincinnati Bengals and Cleveland Browns.
I forgot that the Browns were even a fucking team.
Because they're that bad. I mean, they still did bad this year, but they did better than they have been. I think they went like 4 and something. But they've sucked for so long that I want them to do good. So if I had to pick a team, it'd be them.
I mean, it makes sense. You always go for the team that's always doing the best.
Nuh-uh. Not me. Also, hi, Lucky.
Yeah,
How you
but-
doing, boy?
But Kyle, you're a realist. There's a difference.
Oh, they went 6-10. I mean, that's really good compared to what they've been going. So I give them props on that one.
You are right about the
The
fact that
Bengals-
I'm a realist. You are 100% right.
I've known you for too long to not know that. I mean,
You're
it's
not wrong.
just kind
I'm
of
not-
one of those things.
I'm not disagreeing.
I'm the realist OG.
The realist asshole, maybe. Got him.
In your mind, maybe.
No, not in my mind. It's a fact.
What the fuck are you doing posting Twitter pictures of you wearing goggles, by the way?
Well, so when I was at my mom and dad's for my sister's party, I was hanging out with my sister for a bit, and she was in like the basement is where she, it's like her gaming area and like where she does her schoolwork for college. And I was sitting on her by her desk, and I'm like, "Why do you have these goggles for?" And she's like, "Oh, it's for my chem class." And I'm like, "Oh, I just put them on, took a picture."
Wow, were you
I
that
was-
bored?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put these on." She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Why not?"
Wow.
Also, how come you
I
didn't
thought
like
I
my
had
post that I
issues.
replied to?
I didn't. I thought I did. You said something about Breaking Bad, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You know, I've yet to watch that show, and it's on Netflix.
You should. It's worth a watch. It's not as good as everyone
I've
makes it
watched
out to be,
one
but it is worth a watch.
Episode of it, and then like I can't call I think I don't want to be called a hipster, but I don't like stuff that's so overhyped. I won't watch it, or I won't really look into it unless it's like something I really seem to enjoy. But
Mhm.
if there's something that's like, okay, for example, I used to watch The Walking Dead when it first came out, and it wasn't a big thing.
Yeah,
And then
I
when
did too.
and then when I kept seeing it on Facebook every week and just every day, I'm like, I stopped watching it. I think I left off on season 3. I mean,
Yeah,
I kinda
that's pretty much where I left off
So-
too. I stopped after season 3.
I'm like, I know what happens because everyone talks about it, but I just stopped watching it because I'm like, dude, shut up! I don't want to hear about it every day, and I just stopped watching it.
Yeah, that was the biggest issue for me, was that it kept getting spoiled, and like it just wasn't worth watching anymore because I already knew it was going to happen.
Yeah,
The,
same here.
the,
That's why I quit watching.
the only show that I watched that I really like so far this year, well, not this year, last year.
Game of
It's
Thrones?
been out for a couple seasons. No, my ex made me watch that with her. Guys, like I don't know how she did it, maybe because she was younger than me, but one night we stayed up. Well, she stayed up. I had to work. I tried to stay up. She watched like I think 10 episodes and like an hour long. Stayed for like 10 hours just watching the show, and then like we finished it.
What
It
was
wasn't
the name
horrible.
of the show?
Oh, Game of Thrones. Oh well, the
Oh,
show
Game
that
of
I
Thrones.
like,
Sorry.
the show that I've been watching it's The Ranch. It's on Netflix.
Oh, it's got
Ashton
Yeah,
Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher in
Ashton
it,
Kutcher in it. Yeah.
and the other guy, and the Fez is in there for a bit. It's funny, but it's actually like it's funny, but then it gets super sad, and then it gets funny again. And it's sad again, but it's good. I think they come out with a new season every October.
So here's a
So
here's a little unknown fact about that '70s show. Did you guys know that FEZ actually stands for foreign exchange student?
yes.
Yes,
Okay, just making sure.
it was kind of obvious. I mean, it's
These assholes didn't even change their fucking friend's name.
Right.
I mean, but that's what made it funny about it. Honestly, if you think about it.
Did you guys have any foreign exchange students when you were in high school?
I had
did.
none.
I had one.
Not that I know.
No,
of.
two. I had two. They were both from China. One guy and a girl, and they were brother and sister. And of course, they were like, we know. I mean, they had some friends, but no one ever talked to them. We were all just like, hey, there you guys.
You're not gonna have them
This
teach you
is-
Chinese?
This is America. We did have a Mandarin Chinese class you could take. I took no language classes. I probably should have, but I didn't. It wasn't required that we had to, but now it is. Like now, kids have to take like a Spanish or some type of language class.
Yeah,
But
I
back
was
when I was in
never.
high school, you didn't have to.
Yeah, I
Did
never
you-
really had to do it. It was
Okay,
always an
so-
option for me.
If for me it was either world history or geography. Did you guys have the same like notion, or did you have to take both? Or
I
took
actually ended up
geography,
taking
but-
both. Honestly, I had the option, but I still ended up taking both in the end, just because I was never required to take a foreign language class, so that was my substitute. Basically, was to do either geography or.
I took wood shop.
You can't
God.
classify woodshop as a class.
you can
I
too.
fucking-
I took pottery. That was a
My
class.
fucking table was straight the
I got
bomb.
a
but
fucking
then-
grade for it, so it was obviously a class.
Fair enough.
We had a worthless class that I took, and I hated it, and only because, and this ain't really a religious topic, but only because my teacher, you could tell he was straight like didn't like religious people at all, any type of religion, because he would poke fun at certain things. So when I would try to go back at him, he would just get pissed and he'd kick me out of the class. But I took a class called Current Events. It just talked about current events. And one day he brought in, and this is what made me mad. It was funny, but just how he presented it, it got me so frustrated back then because I guess I was a little bit stronger in my faith. I mean, I kind of still have a faith, but I wasn't as like into it. He brought in like a Cheeto that said looked like
Wait, a Cheeto or a
Jesus.
cheetah?
no, a Cheeto.
Cheeto. Making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, look guys, it looks like Jesus. And then he kept like talking about it. So then I was like, I like kind of said something out loud. I'm like, what's the point in this? You know, you're not, it's no current, you're just poking fun at shit. And then he was like, he just kept going on and on. And then he's like, you need to get out of here. I'm like, okay, you know, fuck you. Like, there's no point. And like, and he did it all the time. Like, he would just poke fun at like any religion.
Did
And
he
I'm
or did he
frustrated.
not make the joke Jesus?
He did not.
He
did
he
not.
sucks. Yeah, he's awful.
Yeah,
he's a fucking
He
terrible
ru-
teacher.
He ruined it. He could, if you said that, I probably would have been like, all right, good one.
Shit.
And then I took a class. I took a class, which this was fun. So as you know, Content, like I said, I'm not like far right, but I'm more conservative, I guess. I took a government class where the dude was liberal, straight liberal. You could tell when he was teaching, just straight, not down the middle, not trying to put in both sides. He was just straight like, this is how it is, and you could tell in his teaching how he would try to present it. So when Obama got elected, that was like a big deal for him. And then we were doing a debate in class.
Did he
And
come
I
to...
don't, I,
Go ahead. Sorry.
Huh?
Go ahead.
did he want, oh, and then we were talking about something, and I brought up some points that I thought were good, and I could tell either they were decent points, because he was getting so frustrated, his face was getting red. Like, and we were having a debate, and it was the greatest time for me, because he was getting so mad. I'm just like, dude, you're supposed to be teaching. That's what, like, I don't like. I think teachers should try to be non-biased and just,
Well, yeah, that's kind
Teach,
of the goal.
but
I mean,
there's so many teachers who are far right, far left, and they just put their views into their teaching, which I don't think you should do that, because you're just kind of like, you should.
I
like,
do
you-
and I don't agree with that. And here's why I agree with that. In Tennessee, we have curriculum. And in that curriculum, it states that we don't mention that Columbus didn't find the United States or sold
Oh,
Yeah,
slaves or
that's what it
literally
is
anything
now.
else.
That's what it is now.
That
That's not how it was 20 years ago when I was in high school.
that's my point. That's the way it is now. But I had teachers specifically say, "I'm not supposed to tell you this, but this is what really happened." And I mean that's why I agree with putting in your own personal information into it. It's because it doesn't get rid of like lost pieces. But I understand what you're saying, Crazy. I completely agree with you on this part.
Yeah, because we all know that like the well, I don't know if there's a song, there's a joke. I think it was Bo Burnham. Someone made a joke about how, oh yeah, it was Bo Burnham because he was like, we learned in school that the white man invented all things but peanut butter, and he was just he's just basically saying that's how we're basically
Essentially,
taught.
yes, yeah.
It is like, or how a lot of people blame whites for slavery when uh, in some history books, the Spanish took a lot more blacks than what we did. I mean, what we did still wrong, but what I'm saying is like they all, like we all basically did. The Spanish did it, we did it. Blacks even took their own people into slavery. So it was
I mean,
like
no matter how you look at
everyone,
it, no matter what race you are,
yeah,
It has been
yeah,
enslaved at some
somebody's
point,
own.
yes.
Right.
yeah,
As you say, we've been enslaved in some way or another.
yeah,
It's
and
just the way that it's portrayed in the history books is it's not always 100% the truth.
yeah,
I mean, it always goes by it's like that saying you hear during war. It's like the victors of, you know, history is written by the victors. I mean, that's not always 100% true. I mean, you can't 100 always percent say that because, you know, the victors could write something completely false and completely not true, but since it's already in a book, it's considered truth.
Well,
And it's
did you guys ever study the Civil War, like in high school or whatever?
oh
a
yeah,
little bit, yeah.
back when I was in school, I was a big history buff. Like
Like how
history was like
I-
one of my favorite classes.
I think it was the Confederate Army that used rivers to name battles, and
hmm
and the Union used it by city, right? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So just
If I remember
imagine
correctly.
imagine like the Confederates winning, and like all the battles that we know are currently named after rivers instead of like what they are now.
That'd be scary.
I mean, we wouldn't know the difference though.
No, we wouldn't know the difference. I mean, you could say the same thing about uh, World War II and the Nazis, for example. Say the Nazis won, you know, World War II. What would our country slash world be
Controlled
if?
by controlled both by Russia and Germany now, more than likely. But then again,
Yes.
all empires do fall at some point. I don't know. I don't know what it,
Right. I
like
mean,
how long it would have taken.
I mean, everybody says America is the number one country in the world.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, eventually America's not going to be.
Oh no, don't say that. We're best. We're best.
We're not.
We have
though.
a song. We have a song.
Oh, we have a song.
That song is just everything. Every time someone says like America, that's the thing that pops in my head. It's just America, fuck yeah. The first
Hey,
thing.
listen.
I have to
We're
watch
not
that
going to
movie.
talk about that. We're not going to talk about that because that's just something that no, we're not going to go there.
Maybe we should.
I don't.
Yes,
No.
we should.
I don't feel like digging into that dumpster fire of a conversation.
But you should know, at least with me, maybe content, we like to get into these conversations because whatever you say, even if I don't agree, I'm not gonna get all mad and start wanting to like argue.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say that your
Yeah.
opinions are wrong. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
say
not
that
gonna-
my opinions are
neither
always
am I.
right.
Yes, yes.
You mean the Kirchhoffs? You mean the Kirchhoffs always right foundation?
I'm
You're
not
right.
sure. Never heard of that. I think I
Oh
discovered
my
that.
God. No, I discovered that. You need to go back and watch SAO Abridged, son.
I think I discovered that. And seeing as how I'm always right, I'm right, and you're wrong. Get over it.
argue. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I do need to go back and watch SAO. I haven't seen that shit in years. Not since I was like 14.
Oh yeah, SAO is great anime. Great anime.
I really don't. I have never really watched an anime. Everyone keeps
Did you
telling me to
say-
watch. Was it One Piece? Might be One Piece.
God.
Okay, here's why you shouldn't watch One Piece. Somewhere north of
Yes.
like 7,000 episodes.
That's what someone said. There's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, there's a shit ton
mean-
of fucking episodes for One Piece. You will never catch
you
up
could
to it.
say the same thing about DBZ.
This is true, but DBZ has had an ending. One Piece is still going.
This is very true. DBZ has an ending. Yet they keep ending it, yet they keep bringing it back.
This is true.
Like, are you gonna end it? Are you gonna continue with it? What are you doing here?
If you want me to recommend a good anime to you, Crazy, Death Note, that's a really good one.
Yes, definitely Death Note. Blue
not
Exorcist,
the not the
another
live
good
action
one.
movie. That shit sucked.
I actually didn't think it was that bad, honestly.
In comparison,
lie.
in comparison to the anime, I hated it.
Oh
But
god, yeah. In comparison to the anime, oh god, it's terrible. But
standalone, it's an okay movie. I'd give it a 3.
yeah,
but-
I guess the only anime that I've ever watched was like, it ain't even really. I mean, it's a type of anime. Yu-Gi-Oh! That was like my
Pokemon.
favorite show when I was younger. No, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was. I mean, Pokemon I watched because I was really into the games, but
I feel like
Yu-Gi-Oh! I really liked.
I really feel like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh is like the comic book of books to anime, or to like cartoons is to anime, like type shit.
yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, those two are so
Vastly different.
mainstream. Well, vastly different, but like they're so mainstream that like everybody knows what those are.
It's
But I
time
mean,
to
if you-
duel, guys. It's time to duel. Let's do this.
You messed it up.
I mean, if you
I know I
go
did.
back and talk about a different anime like One Piece or SAO, for example, or even Blue Exorcist, a lot of people don't know what those shows are, but they're great. There's a lot of good anime that nobody really knows about unless you are into that. You actually watch it and take time to appreciate what it is.
That's what I used to tell my ex about my penis. You gotta take time to appreciate it for what it is, and then you'll.
Short,
that why
stubby, and
she
hangs
left
a
you?
little to the left.
No, that's not. I left her.
Yeah, that's my
But
excuse too.
That's what you wanted you to think.
that's what I tell myself every day, just so I.
Aw, you
keep-
tell that
keep
stuff
in
to
my head.
yourself every day so you don't cry.
Because once you tell yourself something for a long time, it becomes the truth.
That is not true.
That is not true.
I've been telling myself that I'm 6 feet for like 10 years now. It has not worked.
It's happening slowly. You'll get there.
I think I've gotten shorter.
I'm close. Just
Excuse me.
I'm like 5'11", but that's I guess I'm not a small man.
I think from
Or
where
a short man.
I really think from where I've gained the weight, like I've actually lost like inches in both height and penis size.
I hate that you said the last part.
I mean, we're getting older. It's only inevitable. I mean, I'm older than both of you, so imagine how I feel.
Crazy isn't that much younger than you.
But I look like I'm 12.
You do look like
So-
you're 12. This is true.
So I'm almost 30, and I look. I went to get some drinks before work, and the lady, because I kept forgetting that they changed the age to 21, and they don't matter to me.
For alcohol, are you that old?
No, for smoking now.
They did?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
They
changed to
they put
yeah,
that
they
into
changed it.
effect like a few weeks ago.
That's
It's not a federal law. It's not in every state, but most states now are changing the smoking age to 21
Fucking why?
because of the whole Trump and wanting to ban vaping products in the United States. So their solution to that issue is to change the legal age to where you can buy tobacco
Nicotine?
products and nicotine products is the age of 21.
You have to be 18 to buy that shit anyway. It's already a law.
No, but it's changed now.
It's
Yeah,
changed now.
Yeah, you gotta
It's
be 21.
it's no longer 18. It's 21 now.
That's what
Now,
I'm saying. It was already a law for people who were 18. Why is it gonna
Right.
matter what age it is?
They put that law into effect for people who are not already the age of 18. It's for the people that are turning 18 or the people that are still under the age of 18. If you were 18 or older before that law went into effect, you were already grandfathered in.
Yes, I'm aware.
So
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it was already illegal for an 18-year-old to possess nicotine anyway. That's my
No,
argument.
you could. What do you mean? You could buy nicotine when you're 18.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I said
Yeah.
under 18. If you were under 18, you couldn't buy
Oh.
nicotine.
Oh yes.
It was already
Oh
illegal.
yes.
So what does it matter
You are
what
correct.
age it is that
I
we
think
ban
they're
it
just
at?
trying to make it I don't know, longer for younger people to get a hold of shit like that. Because I don't really
It
care
doesn't
anymore.
matter.
'Cause I don't
If they
smoke.
want it, they're gonna get it.
But
Yeah, that's my point.
That's what I'm saying. But it just maybe it kind of because now they can't get they can get their older friends to do it. But because I used to get people who were 21 to get me alcohol when I was like 17. But
I
don't
used
know.
to do that all the time. I used to get my brother to buy me alcohol all the time. I mean, it's not
I
that big
I
of a
get
deal.
it, but I don't get it because like they can make the age to 50. They can be like, you can't get this stuff till you're 50, and people are still gonna get it anyway. So there's
Right,
really kind of
exactly.
no point.
Okay, so
Now,
for those
maybe
of you who are
banning-
listening, who have never seen my fucking face before, I have the babiest of baby faces. I get carded when I buy a fucking lighter. If I get stopped by a motherfucking cop because I have a vape in my hand, I will fucking lose my shit.
They're not gonna stop you because you have a vape in your hand.
That's the only reason that makes sense for them doing this shit.
I mean,
The-
technically, they can't actually do that. I mean,
They can
they'd
only
have to have
stop you
a
if you're
pretty
like.
good reason.
Yeah, they gotta have a
That
really
that
good
depends on the
reason to
state, but
stop
you're
you.
right.
Yeah, I was gonna say they'd have to have a pretty good reason to stop you just because you have a vape in your hand.
Nope, you can't buy
I-
cigarettes if you're 18, and they changed the law after you turn 18. Yes,
Pretty much, yeah.
I understood that.
I don't know. It's just a weird situation
Oh,
that we're in right
yeah.
now.
The girl. I was
Yeah,
saying what
the
I'm
girl.
saying. The girl was like, she's like, yeah, can I get your card? I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I give it to her, and she's like, damn, you're old. Like, you look like you're like 20. I'm like, yeah. She's like, man, I'm 22, and I'm like older than you do. I'm like, my mom and dad are both in their 40s, and they look like they're like maybe early 30s. They both
mean,
look young too.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's sometimes where me and my wife will go buy alcohol or something sometimes, or we'll go to the vape shop if it's a vape shop we haven't been to before. Like, yeah, we'll get carded. You know, I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
it's just
There-
a typical thing. Like, it doesn't bother me.
I remember once
If I
a
get carded, I
doctor.
get carded.
I was 12, and me and my mom were at the hospital. I think I forget what it was for. My mom was sitting beside me, and the doctor was talking. The doctor come in, and he maybe he was flirting, and she should marry, or maybe he like.
She
I
was
I
flirting.
say that because you could take it both ways, but just how he said it, he was so shocked. He comes in and he's talking to me, and then he's like, dead center. He's like, "Did your mom come with you today?" I'm like, "Yeah, she's right there." And my mom had him when she was 18, so she was still kind of young. But he was like, "Oh, I thought that was your sister." And my mom was like, "Ah." And my mom was like, "Oh, thank you." But like,
Oh my god, I'm glowing now. Thank you, doctor.
yeah.
Want to bang?
But
Yeah,
even
yeah.
like they both look so young. I mean, they're really healthy. Like they never like smoked or did anything, and they take care of themselves. But just how they, like my dad, he almost looks exactly the same when he got married to my mom, like at 24. He's 45. The only thing difference is like maybe a little bit of wrinkles on his face, kind of, because he's getting old. But other than that, he looks almost exactly the same as he did.
Huh.
And I don't know. I like young. Even if I try to grow out this fucking goatee or pubes on my face, it don't do anything.
You have face
Like
pubes?
I can't grow fucking beard. I grow like a goatee, and that's it. It don't
You do?
grow any longer. Yeah.
I've never
And
seen
I
it.
wish I could.
You never
wish
seen
I
it?
could only grow a goatee, man.
I got it right
Like,
now.
I hate it, man. I go to shave and like 3 hours later, my fucking face is already fucking full of hair again. It's like, I just hate the feeling. Just can't
I
do it
look like
anymore.
Shaggy.
Let's just say that I am
Scooby-Doo.
glad that I can't grow facial hair. Like that's
I wish I could grow fucking a wizard beard. That's what I want.
I mean, if I really wanted to, if I really
That's
wanted
right.
to let my beard grow out, I could easily do it.
Well, do it then. Do it for me.
yeah, look like a guy from
No.
Duck Dynasty.
Yes.
No, I do not
that
want
would
to
be
look
awesome.
like the guy from
That
Duck
would be
Dynasty.
awesome. That's what I want. I'm not like that per se, but I want a long one like that. That would be sweet.
Dude, do you realize how many years I would have to grow my beard out just to look like that?
One.
I bet you
No,
if those
it'd be a
guys
lot
shave,
longer
that
than that.
fucking grows back within not even that long. I feel like those guys could grow those within like a couple weeks.
Like, I would have to literally be growing my beard for like a rough estimation, probably 5 years if I wanted my beard to look like that. Like, I don't think I could do that for that long. Dealing with that, I mean, if I took care of my beard every day and, did what I was supposed to properly do to properly keep my beard like that, I'd probably do it, but, man, I'm just too lazy. I'd rather just keep it short and,
Lazy as fuck.
I just don't want to deal with that. Just too much maintenance. Already a pain in the ass for me to shave as it is.
Yeah, I know. Shaving your balls, that takes some time. You gotta be gentle with that. Be nice and
How do we go
nice
from
and precise.
face beard to balls?
I don't know.
What an
I'm saying.
awkward transition.
I mean,
That's
you
fucking
gotta-
CrazyLegz for you. That's his podcast in a fucking nutshell.
If you got,
Good
I mean,
God.
I shave everything, but takes
I mean, I do too, but damn.
a little bit of precision. Nice, a nice steady hand
Right.
to get them all smooth and nice and. I keep seeing the ads on YouTube videos for Manscaped, and I'm thinking about buying one of those.
Manscaped. What the fuck is that?
It's
Go ahead.
it's a razor for like your junk. Like they have like sprays and stuff. They got ball deodorant for like just all this shit for like your dick. So it's called Manscaped. Look, it's not even that expensive. I'm kind of thinking about trying it out.
MrBassInYoFace says, "Don't shave your balls. You'll regret it tomorrow." I'll have you know,
Oh,
I
no.
shave my balls regularly, and I regret
mean,
it every
he's
fucking
not-
second of it.
I mean, he's not wrong. I mean,
Because once the ladies put them in their mouths, no, I'm just kidding.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
I got a story for that.
And this is why we can't have nice things.
Yep. This is why we get demonetized on YouTube. This is why. This is why I don't have like a massive fucking mansion.
Yeah, because of me.
Only because of you.
I have a story for that though.
Go on, please continue.
No, I'm just saying. I remember the first time a girl ever like
Sucked your
my
balls. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
dude,
this is what we're
it
talking about.
It was,
Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
This is
this-
what
I
we're
really hope
really
this isn't your
talking
first
about.
podcast you've ever been to, because this is not the
Right.
case.
This
It
would be
was
very
something to
freaking
behold.
awkward.
Here we go. Yeah, MrBassInYoFace. Here we go. Go ahead. Talk about the girl sucking your balls. Go on.
It wasn't even like it's not like a good story. I
Oh,
do have a
why
good
are you
story to
telling
tell
it?
you. Okay, no, here's one. Here, okay, so I don't know if I already told. Oh shit, I don't know if I told this on a podcast or not yet. Fuck.
Good God.
I think I did.
Go
but
on.
I'm gonna tell it again so George can hear. So
But I don't know if I want to hear this story.
my
but anyways,
second
go on.
girlfriend, I think.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah. Okay, so
So you were
I was
12.
at her house. No, I didn't date till I was like almost like 19. No one liked me. I walked funny. Anyway, so
Christ.
so the girl I was dating, like, I didn't know that she really did not like her mom that well. And I was at her house, and I was going through her cupboards, looking at the food they had, because I was bored. We were just talking. And I'm like, hey, icing. Like, in a tub of icing for cake. And,
Oh my god, I know
She-
where this is going.
So do I know where this is going to.
she
Go
said,
on.
You just
Oh,
dog
you don't
methoded your
know.
balls being sucked.
no, you don't know the end of the story. So she said, she's like, hey, you should get hard and put your dick in that tub of icing. Like, all right. So I did, and then she sucked it off, and then she called my friend. It was like my main friend on my phone, and told him about it for some fucking reason. So while she's on the phone with him, and he was fucking like, he texted me later that day. He's like, dude, what the fuck was that about? So I have no idea. But the best part of the story was when her mom came home that day, we were still there, and she just put the icing back in the cupboard. Fucking put the lid on, put it back in. Her mom made cake.
Mm-hmm.
So
What?
she used the icing on that cake, and we were all sitting there, and she was like, hey, Chris, do you want a piece of cake? I was like, no, I'm all right. Thank you, though.
Because
looks
I know where
good.
that icing's been.
It looks amazing. And then that same girl, I was taking her home, and she lived about a half an hour away from my house, or my parents' house, and it was storming. I could not see shit. It was snowing real bad, and I couldn't see anything. And my friends were in the back seat, and out of nowhere, storming, fucking, felt like I'm about to die. She starts giving me head, and my friends in the back seat like, dude, what the fuck? And all I said was, I was like, just don't watch. I don't know. Look out the window. I ain't gonna stop this. And so we're like, I felt like she really did love me at the time because we could have died. Like seriously, I could not see a thing. Like I was on the interstate going like 30, semis flying by me. You couldn't see nothing. And I'm just like, do you want to like? Why are we doing this? And my friends were back there just didn't know what to say, and it was an awkward car ride there. And then when I dropped her off and we drove back, my friends were just pissed and kept like fucking just getting mad. I'm like, I don't know what do you want me to tell her no? Like, you guys wouldn't have done it.
Base says she had a death wish for you and your friends, so it wasn't just about you. That dick
Yeah,
sucking
she
was
would've-
not
Yeah.
just for you; it was for your friends too.
I think your ex-girlfriend was trying to tell you something. I just don't think you got it.
It was for us to die all together at once. We
No,
all
I
wanted
don't
to.
think I don't think that was the idea. I honestly do not. Kyle, do you agree with me on this one?
Which one? Which part? Say it again.
The idea that it wasn't just for him. I think it was I think she's trying to tell him something and he just didn't get it.
I think
Well,
she wanted
well-
one of your friends dead, if that's my guess. If that's what you're saying.
No,
'Cause
that's not what I'm saying.
No, that was
I'm
my
trying
guess.
to say that. Oh, that was your guess. Okay. No, I'm trying to say that it sounded to me like she wanted a little something more than just
Well, I mean,
you
I
know.
bet she did, but we were driving, and I'm not gonna.
Oh, you're talking
Um,
about split roasting. I got you.
Uh-huh.
Fuck is
Got you.
split roasting. I've never heard that before. What is that? Split roasting. That sounds
Look
like.
it up. I'm not explaining it to you.
All right,
No,
you know what? Fuck it.
explain it.
Here, I'll explain it. Do you know when you take your fist and shove it up somebody's ass, right?
Okay, I have not done that, but go on.
Okay, so you take the other fist and shove it down her throat, and the idea is to get the knuckles to meet.
Ah, sweet.
And then you rotisserate.
I'm gonna give that a go.
Oh my God,
God.
we're going to hell.
I'm already there. Don't worry.
Fair enough.
I got some more fucked up stories. Just let me give me a second.
Oh, please. This has been a long time coming. Go on.
Oh,
Everybody,
man.
welcome to episode 10 of the Nonstop Relevant Podcast. Jesus.
Oh man. Hey. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So speaking of Jesus.
Oh,
this is
my
a bad
God.
Oh my God.
one. So nothing
Dude,
happened.
you need
but
your
it-
head examined. I'm sorry. You
no.
do.
So
Awkward segue.
it was. I was probably. Actually, I lied. I think I did date a girl when I was like at least 16.
I knew it.
I dated a girl from my church. So speaking of her, it was like the first girlfriend that I kind of had, and we dated on and off, and we were having like a youth night at the church, and we were playing a game called Sardines, and what you had to do was like, so one person would go hide in the church, and it was all dark, some lights on, and the other people had to find you. But once someone found you, they had to hide with you in the same spot, and then everyone had to find like the one person or the group of people, and the last person to find everyone had to go the next round, had to go hide the next round. So it was my turn to hide, and I go upstairs. And this church is super tiny. Like it's the tiniest fucking church I've ever been to. I go upstairs and I hide underneath a desk in like this office. And it's been like 20 minutes, and I hear them all running around. No one has went upstairs yet. And then I hear someone, and it's her. Well, she finds me. She's like, "Hey, you doing your dick sucked right now?" I said,
Did you say yes?
"No." I said no. I'm like, "No, I can't." I was like, I can't. Like, even if I wasn't religious, almost in a way, I don't think I could do it in a church. I just feel so weird. I can't do it in a church right now. Maybe out in the parking lot, but I can't do it in the church. I was like, "There's no way." So she kept trying to like coax me on doing it. She's like, "Come on." I was like, "No." I was like, I feel so awkward. I cannot do it right now. And like, right when I was about to be like, "Well, maybe," somebody else found us. I was like, "Thank God."
You see,
like,
this
yes.
this is proof that I was just completely hated in high school because I don't have any experiences like this at all. Like none.
Yeah, but these aren't even my high school friends. Like these are I never in high school. My high school whole 4 years
That's
was
what it is.
horrible.
I didn't go to church. God
It
damn
was
it.
horrible.
I made a joke. Did you hear it?
That's
That
that you didn't go to church.
That was like my main thing was maybe like I had like four friends in high school, and everyone else like just made fun of me all the time, even the teachers. So I
Base,
did
how many
teacher on
cats
this
are
I
in that
wonder
photo?
why.
because I walked funny. One teacher made fun of me because I tried to walk up to the board for something, and then
Stumbled.
oh what no
You
yeah
tried to hide it, but it was clear
I tripped
that your world
no
crumbles when you're not near. I
I tripped over
say
my own feet
goodbye
and
and I choke. Ah, I walk away and I stumble.
how'd you guys fix your boners in high school? Did you do the waistband thing, or did you just do the cover it up with your books?
Oh no, see, I have small dick syndrome, so that's not an issue for me.
Nah,
I
I
had to
just
do.
wanted it and didn't give a shit.
I remember when me and my friends were seniors, we uh to the like new guys, we would like you could tell. I mean, you can't tell because people they're gonna hold their books. But most of the time, if a dude held his books so low by his dick, he was trying to hide because no one's gonna fucking hold him all the way down. Yeah, that's like weird, awkward to carry. So we would go around and just even if they didn't have a boner, we would just scream at them. And then we'd get so embarrassed because we'd be walking down the hallway and this like freshman small little kid would be like holding his books down by his dick and we'd be like, "Hey bro, you got a boner there? You trying to hide that?"
That is literally what Base just said. That he used to cover it with a fucking binder.
Yeah. Because you would do that, or you would do the waistband thing. You would hurry up and try to flip it up in your waistband real quick. Fucking, you know, that's what I did. That was a faster way to do it. you wanted to hide it real quick.
What about you, George?
No,
What
but
did you do? Just out of curiosity.
he said he flaunted it, but
Oh.
I don't
I
believe
just,
him
I
to the
just,
fullest.
I just wanted it. I didn't give a shit. No, I honestly, I'm not the kind of guy that would get super embarrassed by that.
I wouldn't
I
be
mean,
embarrassed. I
I
don't know.
I mean, I would nowadays, obviously, because I'm a grown man. But back
Oh,
then,
not me. Now it's even
I,
worse for me.
I
don't
didn't give a
fuck now.
shit. I just didn't give a shit. Honestly, it really didn't bother me. I was never really caught up in that kind of a situation back then, honestly.
I'll wake up and walk to
So-
work with a boner. Let's do it.
I mean, that's different.
I'm trying to think of a funny story that happened to me in high school, so you guys can laugh at me.
Listening?
Oh, this was
Been
embarrassing.
laughing
for
at
me.
you. Wait, you mean we haven't been laughing at you the entire time?
I definitely haven't
no,
been
but-
laughing with you.
It's been more. Okay, so I took a class called FCC. Oh, what the fuck was it? It was
Food and Drug Administration?
no it. I said FCC. It oh no, it was.
Federal Court Commission?
I don't know what it was, but it was like a. It wouldn't say like a home ec class where they taught you how to sew and stuff, but it was kind of like that, but they did more like group things.
Home ec?
And I joined it. No, I'd have to look it up. I think it's just it's in a lot of states. Here, let me look it up. Anyway, I went on a trip with them, and I only signed up for this trip because I had one friend that was actually a girl in high school, and I liked her a lot, and she knew that, but she didn't like me like that. We were just like good friends. But I signed up for this trip just to hang out with her, and I'm so socially awkward, and I still am now, only because I don't like when people like look at me half the time when I'm walking or when I stutter. That just makes me mad. So I go, and my dad drops me off, and I have to. It's for a whole weekend. We're driving like 3 hours away to this big ass like fucking thing. There's gonna be thousands of kids there. So I get on the bus, and it's just fucking all chicks and me. That's it. Just now you think that'd be a good thing, but I'm really shy. Just like fuck this. So I sit by her, and we get there, and then we had to like split off, and we had to. And there was like a couple of dudes there. It's just like all girls in this like thing. The most embarrassing thing that happened was we had to group up with random strangers I did not know and like work together as a team and do this thing where we had rings around our waist and we had to like kind of walk. We had to control how we walked and like hop through these rings.
I tamed a Giga. I'm in the Giga.
And it was frustrating because I can't just go up to the people who are doing the event. It's like, hey, I walk funny. Can we not do that? Can I move somewhere else? So we were doing the ring thing, and it was up on stage. It was up on a stage. We were all doing this, and there was like hundreds of kids just watching, and adults and other people. And I fucking fucked it up to where we all fell, and one girl almost fell off the stage. And dude, I was so embarrassed. Dude, my face was never redder in my life. Like I hate that memory. And then one time with my church was kind of the same situation. We went to see a concert. I think it was Skillet was there, and like a pastor would speak for a bit. But our youth pastor wanted to leave early so we could get out of there. And we were up in the front row, and this was a big like college. It was a huge college, but it was Cincinnati Christian University. It's up on top of like the city. You can see the whole city from it. So he's like, okay, let's leave. I'm like, why are we gonna leave right now? And I tried to beg him. I'm like, dude, let's wait. Let's just wait. It's like, I want to get out of here so we can get going. And now when I get nervous, my legs tense up like boards to where I walk stiff.
Don't tell me
I'm
you act like a
super
goat
nervous.
when you get nervous.
I don't know. I'd have to look. I forget what a goat walks like. I'll tell you.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my god. Go on.
So if my legs are really cold or I'm really nervous, they kind of tense up to where I don't bend my knees that well. Well, we're sitting up in front, and he's like, "Let's go." And in my head, once you get up in a situation where there's a lot of people sitting down, it's quiet as fuck. Of course, a lot of people are gonna look over at you if you're doing something that's kind of out of what's going on. So we fucking get up, a group of like only six. There's only like six of us, and we start walking, and everyone's looking. And dude, I fucking could not walk even close to normal, like how I would walk to save my life. I was so fucking pissed off and nervous that my knees would not bend. Like I almost walked like I couldn't bend my knees, and I was so. Dude, that is shit. Or one time when a kid in the store, I mean, I get their kids. I have one, so I understand. But I so loudly pointed, looked at his mom. Why does he walk like that? I was like, shit. Shut the fuck up, kid. I was like,
Jesus.
it's just, and it's not even horrible. Like I've met people. I used to have friends in high school who have the same thing that I had, but was way worse. But no one made fun of them really, because like there was they had it worse, so they didn't want to make them. There's a dude that had the same thing I had almost exactly, but he had a stroller he had to use because his legs really couldn't work that well, and
So he was
everyone
paralyzed from the legs down. He just didn't.
Oh no, he could move his legs. It's just like he would have to like swing them or drag them kind of, and he I don't think this happened in high school, but it would most likely would happen how the kids treated me in high school. Me and this dude could be walking down the hallway, like he'd be coming toward me and I'll be going the opposite way, and people would say hi to him really nicely, but once I walk by, like, Cripple Chris, what's going on, buddy? It's like, fuck you, bitch. it's like I can't help it. I hated that name.
Okay, I was trying not to bring that one up, but here's what I came up with, FCC. Fucking Cripple Kiss. There we go. Okay.
Kiss?
Chris.
Fucking
Chris. Cripple Chris.
And what's worse is my friend made that up. Not even, like, he made it up to me and one of my other friends. and we laughed about it for a second, but I didn't know my other friend like brought it to somebody else, and then it just spread throughout the school, and then everyone would just call me CC. They wouldn't even call me Chris. They would just so that was my nickname for the longest time. And then when I started doing the streaming thing, I was like, fuck it, let's just do motherfucking CrazyLegz. Just switch it up instead of Cripple Chris.
I think
Now-
you should have went with Cripple Chris. I think it would have.
Oh,
I think it would have flowed better.
I don't know, cause I mean, no, motherfucking CrazyLegz sounds bad. I like that one. You know how many times I get a lot of people actually like my gamer tag. It's the only thing they like.
Just out of curiosity, like, did you get any of those like shitty nicknames or anything, George, when you were in high school?
Not that I can remember. No. Honestly,
Lucky.
I was pretty well liked in high school. I wouldn't necessarily say I was popular, but
Well, fuck you too, George.
I had a decent amount of friends.
Fuck you, crazy.
But I will say that I was literally the only goth person in my entire school, except for like maybe one other dude. That was probably my only downside.
Did you wear fedoras?
Please
Did
say
I wear
yes.
fedoras back in high school? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I do now, but I don't anymore.
Oh, I said
Hold on. Did Crazy just say he wore fedoras back in high school?
No, I said that he.
Oh,
I wanted
okay.
to because
Okay,
now
okay.
I'm
That's acceptable.
I'm picturing like I think it's a meme of some dude wearing a fedora. What is that video?
Are you talking about the meme of the kid, the creepy dude wearing the fedora and just smoking a vape pen? Swear to God, if you bring that up, I'm gonna kill you.
Maybe. I don't know, but it just reminded me of something. So that's the.
'Cause I've seen
That's
that
the
meme
thing.
and I fucking hate it.
Oh yes.
No, I
can't
never,
say much,
I never
though.
did back when I was in high school. I do wear a lot of fedoras now. I actually look good in a fedora. I'm not gonna lie. I actually look good. Even
I
Alicia
can't-
likes me when I wear my fedoras.
I can't make fun of you though, because I did the whole. So my parents were super strict, and almost even throughout high school, my mom would almost shop for me for clothes. I'd wear a lot of just jeans and like
My mom
plaid
would
shirts,
too.
which I still like button-up shirts, like plaid, nice shirts. But I tried to I did so many things to try to fit in because I was made fun of. I went to the whole I tried to be this is embarrassing, but I try to be kind of a wigger, I guess. Not like thug acting, but I would wear the flat billed hats and I would kind of sag my I tried everything, and then I went into like
Saggy
a metal
pants,
phase. Yeah, and I tried to do all this, but she wouldn't let me kind of. So I always just kind of just it was the music that I would listen to. But out of high school, when I moved away and I was like 21, then I fucked everything up, and I had a scene phase right out of my 20s. Skinny jeans, my hair was all different colors at one point. I had snake bites, long hair. I wore like the tight shirts. Like even like right now my shirt's kind of tight, but I would wear like the tight shirts. I still kind of wear skinny jeans here and there because I do like them, but
What do you
not
mean
like the
kind of
super.
wear? You do wear skinny jeans. I've
Like
seen
I
them.
do, but not like the tight one. Not like the fucking here's my fucking bulge. You can see my dick tight. Like they're just tight around my legs. But yeah, I did all that, and that was a good time because I used to have these I'd go to work at new jobs like at a factory, and I'd go in there the first day with I had Hannah Montana pants that were red and they were polka dotted like cheetah print, and this was when they didn't really make dude skinny jeans yet, so I'd fucking wear girl pants. They'd fit. I'd wear them and they had no pockets. And I'd go to work, and people were, dude, the looks you think I didn't like the looks, but to me it was funnier because they weren't really looking at my legs anymore like they were, but
They were just
they were
looking
just
at your
why
dick.
they were like, why is this
Dude,
dude
they
wearing
probably thought
fucking
you were
cheetah
gay.
pants? Yeah, they did. That's what was funny too, because once some of them started talking to me, I remember once a girl at this factory I worked out for like a year, like the second day I was there, she come up to me and she was like, "Hey," and not even in a joking way. I think she was just being sincere. She's like, "Hey, I'm looking. I've never had a gay best friend before." I bust out laughing. I'm just like, "Oh God!" I was like, "No, I'm not gay, but thank you."
Oh no,
And
my
she's
love
like,
life.
"Oh,
It's going down the
yeah."
drain.
Oh, I got hit on at a bar one time. Fucking. So me and my friends went to the bar in my hometown, and I'm still in my kind of scene phase. and I had like the tightest skinny jeans on, right? And my hair was super long down to my shoulders, or even a little bit longer. But I had to straighten it because it's so curly. It's like a Jufro if I don't do anything with it. So we're at the bar, and I get people are drunk, so maybe he was just drunk. But this is the most awkward thing I've ever had. I dropped my wallet or something fell like below my feet, so I went to go grab it, and this dude straight out loudly, he's like, "Damn, girl," and I fucking stand up. I'm like, "Bro, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's like I thought. It's like he's like the pants you were wearing. I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Thanks, you like my ass?" I mean, I know it's nice and firm, but I don't have that big old thick booty, so.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't start wearing skinny jeans until a couple years ago. I was
Hell
always
yeah,
into
George.
I have
the
owned
heavy-
one pair of skinny jeans, and I will say
The
they
heavy
were
pants
really
with
comfortable.
The chain wallet? Is that what you wore? The chain wallet pants? Please say yes.
I did actually,
Ah.
and I still do.
Chain wallet pants.
Yeah,
Just in case you don't lose
actually
that
did.
wallet.
Yeah.
I never wore those once, but I thought they were kind of neat. Except I don't like. They don't seem like they'd feel comfortable. Like they're too baggy for
They're
me.
Back when I was,
they're actually quite comfortable.
Back when I was
You'd
in
be
high
surprised.
school, I used to like play a game with friends. Like they knew I would try to do it at some point, but essentially what the whole goal was for me to steal their wallet and to take everything out while at the same time. Somebody just joined. Yep, Base.
Mhm.
Hi, Base.
Yep.
Hello.
While at the same
Hey.
time like putting the wallet back in their pocket. And I had an agreement with them that if I did it, I would tell them like 10 minutes later. I would guarantee tell them that. And like you would be surprised like how easy it is to steal a fucking chain wallet, put it back on the chain and put it back in the pocket. Like it is so fucking easy to do.
Oh yeah.
You want to hear something really fucked up? About me, I don't do it anymore. It ain't even really bad. Oh, yeah, it is kind of bad because I break the law a lot. I used to steal a lot of stuff when I was younger. Okay.
Go on.
He cause I don't know who got me into it. I think one of my friends did, but we would always like play games. Like we would go to Walmart and steal clothes. You can't really do that now, but you could just. And how many hats I've taken from Walmart, shirts.
Yeah,
really
you can.
easy to
You can
take.
still do it.
We used to
Take
be
it from
really bad
somebody who
about
just got
lighters
fired
and
from
laser
Walmart.
pointers.
Yeah, I used to
One
be
time I
from
tried an
gas
iPhone.
station.
So this is the most. I almost got caught. So I tried an iPhone one time because I was getting real good at taking like bigger things, and I was like, I think I can get this iPhone. I'm just gonna slide it out the garden section. Well, I go there and I ask the dude if I could see the iPhone, and he gets it out, and then he's like, "You gonna check out here?" I said, "No, I'm gonna go up front and check out." But then I didn't. I guess that's kind of when they changed it, where you had to check out back there. You had to like do it there, and I'm just like, no, I don't want it now. Never mind. Seems like
Oh my god.
he knew something was up too. He was like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't look too good."
Everybody listening
like
to
it.
the podcast, everybody welcome Mr. Bass to your face. Oh my god. Mr. Bass in your face. My
I'm
fucking
Mr.
god.
Bass to your face now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
good.
your face now.
If you guys have
He's
never
gonna
checked
change
out
it.
his stream, he is would you say
I
you're a
do still-
Minecraft
Horrible
streamer?
I'm
No,
not,
please
kidding.
no.
Okay. He's not a Minecraft streamer.
Yes.
He's a variety streamer who has ferrets. His ferrets are freaking adorable, mate.
He plays Minecraft a lot though, so just
No,
Minecraft,
crazy.
Halo, Pokemon.
No Minecraft. No Minecraft
No,
ever
I-
played.
Dude, that game. Oh my god. If I could just say if I thought Call of Duty was toxic, if I thought Overwatch was toxic,
Hey,
dude,
shh,
Minecraft.
Don't talk bad about Overwatch.
I said if I thought, okay.
Yes.
Minecraft
Alright.
overpowers all of them with these little shits that I have to
Yes.
do.
Yeah,
You are
yeah.
not kidding.
That's-
You are
That's what happened
not
to
joking.
me. That's why I stopped playing. Me and Content. I started playing. And Content was helping me because I'm horrible. I didn't know what to do, and I would let my viewers come in, and they were young kids, and I was like, all right, that's fine. And one time I was in my mind, like the first week I started playing ever, I was down getting stuff, and one of my friends joined the game, or on my friends list at least, like half the people on my friends list I don't talk to, and I'm down there and I hear a big ass explosion. I thought it was like a creeper. So I go up there after I'm done. This motherfucker destroyed my whole fucking place. Everything was gone, and I was so fucking pissed. Yeah, I actually rage quit. I turned off my shit. I almost threw my controller, and I've never been so mad at a game in my life. Like I was so pissed because I did all that work. Well, content did most of the work, but
I mean,
We
isn't
did
that
all
usually
that-
how it works? Isn't Kyle usually the one that does most of the work in video games?
Yeah,
Come on
now,
you're not kidding.
About it.
Dude,
I
I
mean,
got-
sometimes.
Come on, Crazy. I've played enough video games with you to know that.
Hey, no. Overwatch I do good in. I can hold my own. The only game
Sometimes.
he really helps me in is like Halo. I suck ass at that. COD I'm okay. I haven't played that forever. And then Minecraft he helped me out a lot because I had no idea how to do anything at all. Like anything. And I can't build anything creative either. My freaking house was like a square. It's basically just here it is. Looks pretty.
No, it got to the point where I had to tell all the people in game, I'm turning off game chat, and if you want to get a hold of me, you're gonna have to hit me up in my Twitch because this is too much. Like every other 5 seconds, can I have this? Can I have that? Teleport me here, teleport me there. I'm like, there's no teleports, there's no free crap. Go find it yourself. Figure your way around the map.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that if I was to go into your realm right now and ask for a TP, I wouldn't get it?
It's different. It's different when it's a random compared to somebody from the community that's been there since the realm started. You know what I mean?
I haven't been there
He's
since
got
the
a
realm
point.
started.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
but he knows you well enough though to.
I've known you since before I started the realm. That's where it comes into play. When I have all these new people coming in that are like, teleport me where you're at. I'm like, you haven't even figured out where the rule book is yet. Get out of here.
I'm gonna play with
Right.
you now, and I'm gonna just wreck everything. No, I don't want to do that.
Oh,
Dude,
please
I
do.
have-
play some Minecraft.
Put it this way, because of all the kids in my realm, I've made it so it's a good like 1/4 of the entire map is not touchable. Like you cannot break stuff in these portions of the map.
Guys,
And
I
it's
will
all
be right
bedrock.
back.
All right, George.
We'll make me
I will
talk
agree
about
that-
this content.
Each community is toxic. Like I used to be. I can't say big in Overwatch because my level don't show it. But when Overwatch came out, it was like a free play weekend, and I played it. And I think the only reason I liked it at first because I was doing good at it. I didn't. And here's the thing. And Content's been making fun of me all the time about this. I don't like. I pick up the games well, but I don't like study them
Yeah.
enough. And it's small things I should catch, but I don't catch because I'm just.
Hey,
I
Kyle,
gotta shoot this and
What's up?
do this.
Sierra. Hang on.
Tango Fox.
Sierra wants an invite.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, get as
in the
many
middle
people
of
in
a
the shit as
podcast,
get as many people in the shit as we can. That's all I care about.
Okay.
As long as we're
CrazyLegz,
talking, I
what
don't give a
reason-
shit.
Oh,
What?
I was saying like, okay, so I started playing the game, and I was like, I like this game. It kind of looks nice, and then I'm getting a lot of kills. Then I kind of stopped playing it, and I started playing again like a lot more now, and I'm really getting back into it. But like, there's small things like, if I don't know, have you ever played Overwatch before?
I have it. I'll play it on Xbox with you sometime.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you should. And there's stuff that even if you look at the characters, it says it. I just never would pay attention. I would just look at their like, most
Hey,
of their
Sarah.
just main buttons or whatever.
Everybody in the
okay?
podcast, welcome.
Yeah.
Mama tried.
Okay.
Why do I really get in here? I never knew that the payload healed you at all when you're stood by it, and I didn't know that
Sierra, if you're
Reaper
gonna be in here, you
got
need
health.
to add your audio, please.
when you would get damage, and that's like even in the main thing when you click on his like stat, like his abilities, just small stuff like that. But Overwatch and in the game community is toxic, and I don't know why. There's like
I
not
just
really
only
one-
thing I don't like about Overwatch is like getting in a game and everybody trying to tell you who you have to play. Like, no, go fuck yourself. I'm playing this character. You pick somebody else.
That's why I quit playing Overwatch. I mean,
Well, no, the
It's
whole
one of-
idea behind it is to rotate around a team. So if like say you play Hanzo like nonstop, he's a character who doesn't necessarily get DPS. But if I'm the other DPS, you can play another DPS that supports
Just gets
Hanzo as
damage or
well.
picks.
Yeah, that's the point.
And like when me and Content play, you know, like we'll play, let's say we both play tanks, or like soldier. We'll get silver and healing when that's not our job. That's not how it should be played. The support people should be healing us, but they don't. They just try to go for damage, and it's just frustrating because it's like we lose because these people don't play their roles.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You can absolutely do that. Like, you can have 4 DPS or 5 DPS and it not make a fucking difference for the healer. It just helps if the healer knows ahead of time. Otherwise, you're just in a fucked position.
In college,
So
it's
like,
tough,
so
too.
like from an outside view of Overwatch, if I was to say, I would say you need 1 to 2 healers, right?
Well,
It's
they
six
have it
people
changed now.
per team, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's changed where you
Yeah.
have to pick
Yeah.
each
So like,
group.
oh wow, really?
Yeah, it's been changed for a while. They did
Oh,
it.
so I can't just pick Tracer all the time now.
No, no,
no,
you can.
You can.
You can queue as something known as a DPS, which Tracer is, right? Like,
Yeah.
but your main goal as a Tracer would be to do damage and to get kills.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I love Tracer, man.
Yeah.
They
The
in, like, comp.
the
made
reason
it to
behind it
where-
though was that we were literally having people who were playing Mercy and just using the gun nonstop, and it's not a DPS
yeah.
character.
Kyle, you're
And now you
screaming,
gotta heal
right?
some.
Yes, I am.
Okay, because it's not saying add audio in party chat.
You don't have
Yeah,
to.
because
Online.
he's not doing it off the Xbox. He's doing
He's
it
streaming from the PC.
Oh, he's doing it off. Okay.
because he's an awesome guy. He has a PC. I don't.
Otherwise, I think he had some crazy content magic going on with this
Oh,
preview picture here on the stream.
Crazy. Make the party invite only, please.
It already
We-
is.
No,
not
I
on my
changed
It
screen.
wasn't when I joined.
Yeah, I changed it back because you said someone wanted to invite. So
Yeah, I
kinda
know,
made
but change it.
joinable.
Change it
Yeah.
back.
I came in because content told me to. I can leave.
No, I absolutely. Everybody who's here right now, I've invited into this chat, so it's not like a big deal.
Yeah, because I saw
know.
your Snapchat and then I was like, it's not letting me join, so I didn't message George.
It's because we're in the middle of doing a podcast, so we're trying not to get too many people in here.
They can all talk, even though I'm gonna let you guys talk for like 20 minutes. Go ahead. So I'm gonna shut up.
Oh, by the way,
I'm
Sierra,
sorry, really.
if you're gonna be in here, I'm just gonna warn you now. Don't talk about what you're playing. It's kind of one of our rules.
That's fine.
That's literally
almost
that is
did.
literally the only fucking rule.
But-
That's it.
Don't talk about what you're playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were just asking me all about Minecraft. I'm not playing it though.
None of us
No.
are playing it right now.
We're talking like call outs and stuff like that. We're
Yeah.
talking
Oh.
like what's
Oh,
going
don't
on
be like-
right
made the
now.
rule.
I got you. You can't be
I'm not
like,
even
stuck
playing
with it.
anything right now.
I'm staring at CrazyLegz face on my screen, to be honest.
Oh, disgusting.
That's
What's
always
Sorry.
kind of
Sweet.
creepy.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna look at my little unicorn.
No.
I'm talking about content.
But is there anything you want to talk about, Sierra, since you're new to the podcast conversation?
Not particularly.
Oh gosh, what? Someone please talk, because I'll keep going. I got more to.
Crazy.
more
I
stories
invited you
share.
to this podcast for one fucking reason, because you speak so fucking much, and I think so highly of you. Those are the only two reasons. And then every story you give me, it just proves me wrong, and I love it. So
Okay.
keep giving me
I'm
What
stories.
about me, asshole?
I'm gonna take a talking device real quick. I'll be right back.
I want to play video games and I can't because my Xbox is going to shit.
What's going on with it?
You can come play Pokemon
so
with me?
COD is still kicking me out, like after every round, and then Siege is glitching again, and I haven't even tried to play Borderlands again because I feel like I'm just gonna fucking rage quit.
Borderlands? You rage quit Borderlands?
Because
She
I
can't
think it
log
was like
in.
what? Oh yeah, it won't let me log in. It'll get all the way to click A to sign in, and it'll take me all the way back to my Xbox home screen even after I uninstalled and reinstalled it.
Yeah, me and Sierra have been trying to
So-
play Borderlands for like a week now. and
Hey,
we
wait.
can't.
Go on.
Yes.
Have you done the hard reset on your Xbox where you hold it down until it clicks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. She's
Okay.
done that multiple times.
A lot of people just press the power button and then press it again. I was just making sure.
My Xbox is just taking a shit.
What Xbox do you have? We were talking about this earlier with the S's and the X's. What do you have?
Just a regular Xbox One.
Like the original one.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a fat boy.
I don't know. Do we have a regular Xbox One, babe? What's that? Do we have a regular Xbox One? Oh, it's a 1S. Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I was
That's
like,
what
it's
I
not
have.
fat boy. So I got the 1 terabyte PUBG edition.
Ooh, do you have the what is it? Y'all know what I'm talking about? The, like Xbox preview or whatever, where it gives you like the beta versions of the.
I
I-
was
the
signed up
dashboard
for
and
that
stuff.
for a while, and then I opted out of it because it was screwing my Xbox up.
Yeah,
I
that's why I was.
I did it for the 360 way back in the day, and like it legitimately fucked a lot of shit up. Like it
Well, I'm
was.
saying, Mama, do you have it on your Xbox?
No, I don't.
Okay. That could be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I had it for a while and then I opted out of it because it was screwing my Xbox up.
You're talking about way back in the day with 360. My mom used to have like major like sleeping issues, so she'd be up like in the middle of the night and stuff like that. And back when I was like 13, 14, I was playing Diablo 3 and she'd stay up until like 4 a.m. with me just watching me play. It was great. Bonding times with my mom, video games.
Man, I wish I had a
wish-
parent who
I
let me
wish
play
my-
video games.
Yeah, I wish my parents did that for me. I'd have to beg my parents to sit there and watch me play a game when I was a kid.
My
Dude,
mom's my
growing
best
up-
friend, so I'm the youngest and I'm the only girl and I'm like the last living person of my dad's side that like she's attached to. So yeah.
My
Growing up, my parents, we'd always play Mario, and then PlayStation came out, and we all played Tekken together. Stuff like that. Rayman.
Yeah, me and one of my older brothers are the gamers of the family, and then my cousin. Cousins.
my dad used to play Gears with me every once in a while, but like that was so few and far between. Like he liked it, he just hated how good I was, and like he thought he was encouraging me constantly.
I learned to never play any of the Lego games with your significant other.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, go on.
Like, alright, y'all ever played the Lego games where like you can't go so far away from the other person? Or like lock
Yes.
the screen?
Yes.
Oh
And
yeah.
you're like, come on, go this way. And they're just running into the screen, like trying to go the other way. Dude, I've never seen so many fights between my parents in a video game. Because, you know, like Mario, you take turns. Like one person plays and they do their turn. This game, y'all have to work together. And you realize how bad you guys are at working together when you have to play these fucking Lego games.
Oh, Kyle, you missed the chaos that ensued in my life earlier.
I did.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that on a podcast?
I don't care.
Okay, go ahead.
I had to take the small human to the hospital.
The small homie.
Human.
Human. Shit, take the small human.
To the hospital earlier. That's great.
Did he trip and fall and hit his head?
She
No.
fell off of the computer. It got tipped over by one of the older girls, and she smacked her face on the floor, and her face bounced off the hardwood floor.
Ow.
So I was like, I'm gonna take you to make sure you don't have a concussion, because
She fucking was gushing blood.
yeah, her lip was like gushing blood and shit. It was bad.
When James first picked her up, she looked like a fucking vampire. It was coming out of all sides. I thought she'd knock her teeth out.
You're
But
lucky
yeah.
she didn't. You're lucky she didn't bite her tongue off when she hit the floor.
Yeah, I know. But it was like a 30-minute trip. The doctor was like, she's talking and she's moving around and she's coherent, so she just busted her lip open. And I was like, fucking sweet.
He's like, all right, I'm going home now. Bye.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was only a 30-minute trip. Like, they came and saw her, and I was discharged like 10 minutes later.
Shit.
Speaking
But
of
the hospital I
discharge,
go to...
Crazy
Oh,
Legs.
God.
Tell me more about these discharge stories. Go on.
You talking about Jesus Christ or something else?
That
I
is
was gonna-
never a good way to start a conversation. Speaking of discharge...
Oh, don't
was gonna
worry.
say-
This podcast has gone off the rails since it started, so you're not missing much.
Because
Boners
I'm
and
in here.
binders.
Yeah, speaking of bass, when he said I was gonna chime in when he was like how hard it is to work with someone when you're playing a game, I was gonna say, how do you think Content feels playing with me all the time? Especially
I mean-
Sea of
getting
Thieves.
slingshotted though.
I mean, you are technically a woman, apparently, from the
Oh God.
conversation we had earlier of you wearing female skinny jeans with Hannah Montana on it.
Hey,
You
hey, I,
Oh
you openly
rocked
admitted
my
to
God.
this. So yes.
I rocked them. They look
Dude, I had a
good.
girlfriend that was obsessed with Hannah Montana. Like, like,
That's terrifying.
way over age. You
How
know?
how old was she, Base?
We were 23 or 4.
You
at
were
the
both
time.
23 and
Yeah.
24?
Actually, she was a year older than me.
I had a girlfriend.
Oh
who
my
was
God,
obsessed
so they were
with
my
Justin
age
Bieber.
and obsessed with... Okay.
Yeah,
it's
like
even worse.
obsessed with Hannah Montana.
I think Hannah Montana would have been better because this girl. I mean, we were still kind of young. I was 20 and she was 19, but it was just Justin Bieber all the time. She even
Oof.
I even went with her to see the movie when it came out because she wanted to see it so bad. And we watched it. And I went in there and I'm just like, it was all chicks and just me and her, and they were like, some of the girls were crying. I'm just like, oh my god, this is great.
I mean, I guess it's no worse than the fact that I'm obsessed with like Pixar and Disney like movies, but
It is
I mean,
different.
have a kid.
It absolutely
Yeah,
is
but
different.
Sierra,
It's
There's a
but
lot of
Sierra,
100%
Breaking Bad I
different.
know like that.
I'm a 33-year-old man and I love Disney and Pixar movies. I mean, come on.
I found a
It's-
cocoa blanket that I'm gonna get for the baby, for her bed, I mean, because finding actual bed sets apparently.
No, what just happened? Fuck. Why does it always do that? Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. My apologies. Do 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 do, and we are back. And we're back.
I was like, oh, we lost one, and then fucking CrazyLegz left, and we were like, oh, well, we lost half the podcast. Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Bye podcast.
No, we're good. We're good. Podcast is fine. Just a
No,
few
it's not.
seconds of silence. That's all.
That's good because we need silence. I don't. You guys keep talking. It was nice for like 20 seconds.
For you, maybe.
Yeah, for me,
Right?
'cause I don't like. I seriously. That was my main thing my parents hated about me, and they still do. Is I don't shut up. As a kid, I would just talk, and they were like, "Can you just go somewhere else for 5 minutes?"
So
Oh,
crazy.
we can talk about how Kyle was a dickhead and made fun of me because my dinosaurs were dying.
Yeah, that's an
What
option.
dinosaurs?
I was playing Jurassic World, and I had just started, and one of my dinosaurs was dying, and I was getting like super emotional about it. He goes, "Ha ha," and he just started giving me shit, and I saved one of them, and he was like, "God damn it!" He goes, "I was hoping they would both die so that I could send you an invite to play COD and make you feel better." And I was like, "If you wanted me to play COD, you could have just asked instead of sitting here for the last 15 minutes making fun of me because one of my dinosaurs was dying." Like what?
Welcome to
made-
playing video games with Kyle.
It made more sense for me to do that. It's like me pulling
it-
on somebody's pigtails. They care more about you after they stop hurting you.
Jesus Christ.
CrazyLegz, any more stories you're willing to tell?
I mean, if you want to hear some,
I am
Do you
always
guys
down
have
to
any
listen to your stories.
you guys have any fucked up stories you want to tell?
Oh boy,
Yeah, but
do
I
I. You say you can't?
I can't. I physically can't.
You don't
Or-
remember them? Or
No, I get a lot of trouble. I
Alright,
think that's
Kyle,
the
you're
biggest
up. Let's
reason.
go.
Okay, once upon a time, I went to a church and burned it down. The end.
All right.
I am now taking a Q&A. Go ahead. I will answer anything you want to know.
All right, just that right there, man. My buddy got back from the Marine. I told him not to teach her how to make bombs. What does he do? He gives her the Anarchy's cookbook.
This is the book I was telling you about, Crazy. You remember this? You remember me telling you this
Yes.
story?
Yes.
Anarchist cookbook?
Yeah, dude. We've literally talked about this
Yeah.
on the podcast before.
Oh, that thing's illegal as fuck.
It is now. It's not when you have it in your hand.
Oh, yeah, but... So he fucking downloaded that to her computer after he got out of the military, and I told him not to teach her how to do stuff.
Oh
I
no,
was like, she's mental right now.
I had a
don't teach
physical
mom
copy of
anything.
that bitch. I found it in an
God.
attic.
Really? That's awesome.
Okay, when my brothers were like, I want to say like 18 or 19 because we're 11 years apart, my uncle Michael told one of my older brothers, "Hey, go upstairs and tell your mom that her pussy stinks," and he did it.
Sweet.
And my mom threw a crystal ashtray at his head and missed him by like an inch.
God.
Jesus.
This is also the same woman that stabbed the same brother with a fork because he wouldn't stop poking her.
Oh, she's got a crazy mom too.
And then
Uh-oh.
he told her that she couldn't shoot him with not an airsoft gun, a paintball gun while he ran, and she got him square in the back between a tree 3 times.
Oh man.
I've been shot in the chest, bare chested, with a full hopper of fucking paintballs, and felt nothing.
Well, we're not all as
My-
strong as you, George.
My family is crazy.
Wait, I'll top your crazy story. My mom offered to make me, what is it? The the little circle vanilla pudding, whatever the fuck, banana pudding, right?
Mhm.
Hour later, she's throwing it at my head down the stairs for absolutely no fucking reason.
I'll top that
Sweet.
crazy. She smacked my dad upside the head with a frying pan.
I'll top that crazy. My dad once killed a woman.
Oh, I mean, my dad was part of Hell's Angels, so I'm sure he did.
Okay,
I followed my mom
my
around
dad
the
and your
woods
dad
for
are in the
3
same
hours
gang,
putting
so
gnomes on trees.
Do what?
my dad and your gang are in the same gang. So
Well, I
Your-
mean,
your dad and
he
your
died
gang?
in '96, so
Words?
I doubt it.
my dad and your dad were in the same gang.
I don't have any crazy stories like that. My parents were like super nice.
Dude,
I don't have
I
have
I
nothing.
personally don't have any stories. Like, I'm a good child. I'm a good angel of God, but my family is fucked up, dude. Like, it's insanely
until
bad.
I met
Everybody's
Mr.
family's
Sims.
fucked up.
Story of my life. I'm just the klutz in the family. Like, I got a 3rd-degree sprain on my right ankle because I rolled it over one of like the jawbreaker-sized bouncy balls.
Were you watching Jawbreakers when it happened?
No.
I don't care then.
How? How?
I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to go easy from hurting herself and rolled my ankle. So I ended up in the hospital. That's great.
Oh, alrighty then.
Did you or did you not get a high five from the doctor?
No.
Well,
He made
fuck
fun
that
of me
bitch.
the entire time.
I mean, if I was a doctor and I had a patient come in and say they did that, I'd probably make fun of them too.
Okay,
Ugh.
this is why you're not allowed to be a doctor, George.
Well, let's see. For one, I'm blind. I don't think that'd be a good idea to have a blind person be, hey, I'm gonna cut you open and do this for you.
Could you?
No.
Oh,
Please.
what if it needed to be done?
No.
All right, if CrazyLegz was bitten by a venomous snake, would you suck the venom out?
Or it was, I guess.
Yeah,
Depends on
would
where
you?
it was, and it would depend on where it was bitten.
Let's say he was bitten on an ass cheek, like Forrest Gump was, in Vietnam.
I would probably find
did.
a device. Like the air pumps for a
They
basketball
make
and pull
shot
it instead of push it.
vacs for a reason.
My ass is flawless,
go.
face. Come on now.
It won't be after this
Don't worry
venomous
about
bite, though.
I have a friend I will hit up for you.
I love Sierra's comment. They make shop vacs for a reason.
According to
I don't know
Dewey,
if
it
there's-
was for in-room use, so...
God, guys, don't bother me. I'm cleaning my room.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Alright, well that's a dead movie that we got to talk about. That was nice.
What?
That's a
The
scary, movie.
franchise. Move
Oh,
that
yeah.
franchise.
That
They still
is
make
last
those?
night.
No, they haven't made a scary movie in like 10 years.
What was the
I
last
don't know
one?
what this is, but I lick it anyway. That's
Which one was the one that was a parody of the Da Vinci Code?
I
No
have
idea.
not seen that
I'm
one.
not-
I have no
I
idea
saw
what
up
that
to
is.
3. I didn't know
Which-
they made more than 3.
Which would I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah. You're cutting out for me. You'll have to repeat.
She said which one was a parody of the Da Vinci Code.
Oh, that was number 4.
Was it?
No, it's Epic Movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it,
yeah,
it
you're
wasn't
right,
scary
Epic
movie at all.
No, it was Epic
Yeah, it
Movie.
was epic. Yeah, it was an epic movie. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I had never seen it or heard of it.
Now, if you want a good
It's
parody
a
movie, you go
good
watch
fucking
Disaster
movie.
Movie.
What? Okay, what is the worst parody movie everybody has seen here?
I think it's Disaster Movie or the Epic. Like, there's one of them that's really not that funny. It's the one with the chipmunks in it. They do
Yeah,
the
that's
metal.
Disaster Movie.
That's really not that good.
No, it's a terrible fucking movie.
The only part I liked was the chipmunk part because it was random.
Yeah,
I started singing death metal and trying to kill everybody.
The worst one I've ever seen is Super Fast. It was
Oh
literally
my god.
just a fucking
lit-
knockoff
yeah.
of Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
It was
Oh my
awful.
god, it was terrible. It was terrible. Oh, the most recent one I seen was the one that they did based on the first season of The Walking Dead. I don't remember the name of the movie, but the guy who parodied Rick Grimes just kept screaming the word coral out every 10 seconds.
That's accurate.
Coral! Coral!
No, the best movie we want to talk about is Sharknado. There we go.
That's a great movie. What are you talking about?
No, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
that's
saying.
fucking
That's what I'm.
great.
That's what I'm
I
getting
haven't
at.
seen it.
Are we going on good bad movies like Spaceballs now?
Somehow we went from like bad movies, good bad
Listen,
movies to
you
bad
do
bad
not
movies
dog
back to good bad
Spaceballs.
movies.
I said no. I said are we going from bad movies to bad good movies?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can do that. You
Spaceballs is
don't
my
dog on
shit, dude.
Spaceballs.
Mel
No,
Brooks
that's
is
what I was
my
asking.
is my
'Cause
shit.
I was saying if we had to go to a bad good version, you know, or whatever
Spaceballs
you would
is
think of it.
definitely good.
Spaceballs is one of the top ones.
You don't make
Yeah.
fun of Rick Moranis, man.
No, you say that's a good movie. That's one of the good fuck, what are they called? Whatever. I forgot what they're called, damn it. My brain's
Parodies?
fried right now. Yeah, parodies. It's one of the best parody movies out there.
See, that's the thing
That's
that I truly respect about like Lucasfilms is that they allowed, like they just allowed it with no issues. Like it wasn't like a
Yeah.
lawsuit issue or anything like that. There's not very
They
many
were just
like
probably like,
businesses
"Oh,
that
this
do
is
that.
funny as shit."
Yeah, like I think that's fucking awesome that you have like legal rights to do that. Like they feel like you can legally do that without it ever being an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also gotta figure that Spaceballs was made in the early 80s, late 70s. I mean,
Before that, everybody was getting sued every 5 minutes.
Well, Weird Al
Exactly.
was also in that time though. I mean that was one of his very first albums was 88, 89.
What do you
yeah,
get sued
something
for?
like that. Oh yeah, Weird Al gets sued all the time.
See, but I don't know. Cause he copied like the exact beat, you know.
Yeah, that was what
Yeah,
the legal. No, it wasn't Weird Al that got sued. It was Vanilla Ice for taking the Queen song.
I have a friend
that's
who knows
right.
him directly.
Vanilla Ice?
Yeah,
Disgusting. Ban him.
yeah. I talk to him every once in a while. No, you know he did stuff with ICP.
I did not
Yeah,
know that.
yeah.
No.
It was very, very early in their career before they ever got super well known.
It was on one of their Forgotten Freshness CDs.
I'm still
Mhm.
happy and satisfied with the fact that Tech Nine did a song with Tupac before he died.
He did?
Yeah.
He did?
Oh yeah.
I never
Oh
heard
yeah, he
it.
did.
Tech's done songs with fucking
Oh, man.
Tupac
Everybody,
and
man.
Eminem, Lil Wayne, fucking
You know,
Webby.
T-Pain.
Tupac's mom gave Eminem like Tupac's like book of writings, it's like stuff that he wrote down. Saw that like on the news on one of the things I was
That's
watching.
nuts.
How much would you pay for
I
that
miss
book,
him.
Crazy?
How much would I pay for what?
How much would you pay for that book?
I mean, I don't know. Wouldn't really want it.
I know
But I
somebody
mean,
who won.
I would, man.
I mean, I
It's a piece,
would
I
want it,
do.
but
that's,
like
that's a
like,
piece
I-
of hip
I
hop
wouldn't,
history
like,
right
Okay,
there. I
Crazy
would
says he wouldn't pay
definitely pay for
anything.
that.
George, what would you pay for that book?
I mean, for a decent price, maybe.
It's Tupac's final writing. What would you pay for it?
I mean, really, if you think about it, it's kind of priceless. I mean, it's Tupac for God's sakes. But I mean, if I had to put a price on it, 500,000 maybe. I mean, it's a piece of hip hop history right there, man. It's just, that's something you can't put a price on that.
All right,
I'm a
base.
piece of hip-hop.
What would you put? What would you put up for front for that book? If you had infinite amount of
Well,
money, what would
probably
you put?
everything. Whoa, if I had an infinite amount of money, that would be a hustle right there because I'm not a rapper. So I would be buying it to resell it.
You guys want to hear
So-
my rap?
Oh,
No,
God.
no.
It's good. It's on YouTube. Check
Next
it
podcast, we'll do it.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
it's, it's not
Here,
that
wait,
bad.
let me flip this to just go. If you could game with any celebrity, not like on stream or off, it doesn't matter. They were just willing to game with you. Who would it be?
Does it
Anybody
have
out
to
there?
be? Does it have to be a celebrity that doesn't know anything about video games?
It'd be whoever. I'm just gonna say mine would be Jim Carrey. I want to play a video game
Yes.
with Jim Carrey.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
I was gonna say
I
there's only
mean-
one
He's
real
the
answer
best.
here. Jim Carrey is an acceptable one, but it's not the real one.
I mean, I've got quite a few that I would choose actually, to be honest.
Who would you choose, George? If you had to
Say you
choose
had
one
to do
person.
from a movie. From a movie.
From a movie,
We'll do music after.
oh my gosh, if I had to do a movie, it would be Henry Cavill, actually.
I have no fucking clue who that is.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, I don't
Henry
know.
Cavill.
Who
He
is
played
it?
Superman in Man of Steel. He plays Geralt in the Witcher series. He's done a
Okay.
bunch of stuff.
Okay.
What's your reason
You
for
guys
this?
don't know who the fuck
Why do
Henry
you-
Cavill
why?
is.
Why?
Okay, I know who he is. Now that
I
you've
don't
named
watch
the
many
roles.
movies, so I'm not good with like actor names.
I know who Superman is.
I think the reason why I would choose Henry Cavill is because he actually is a gamer.
Yeah.
All right, good answer.
Like he's a legit gamer.
I want Bill fucking Murray in Baseland.
Yes.
But I
Bill
won't tell
Murray in
Base that it's
Baseland?
Bill Murray. I'm just gonna have him like type in chat nonstop asking for TPs.
If I had to choose
You also made me
somebody,
never want to play Minecraft again.
if I had to choose somebody else, like if
Like
I had
an
to choose
artist.
a
Hold on,
certain,
Sierra. Hold on. We haven't gotten Sierra's answer on the
oh, yeah,
NAS
yeah,
too.
sorry.
What's going on, guys?
Sorry.
Fucking excluding the shit out of her.
But we still only got 2 answers.
I mean, to be fair,
Okay.
I'm not really talking either. So,
No, we need to know your answer and Blindo's answer. I forgot him.
I
Unforgiven.
think I would pick either Kevin Hart or The Rock, because I think it'd be funny as shit to just see like them rage. I don't know.
Okay, you're not gonna be in the same room with them. Would you still choose them?
You're not like video chatting with them. It's just we're voice on voice, like basically like the ninja and what's this called? What's his face?
Drake?
Yeah. I forget him 'cause I don't
Definitely
like him.
still Kevin Hart, because it'd be really funny. Even if we're just over headset, it'd still be fucking hilarious.
I'd be in that party with y'all. I'd be down.
Yeah, I would too. I would be too.
Alright, I know what Crazy's is, so we're gonna skip him.
So what's
Well,
crazy is Jim Carrey too.
Nope, his is NF.
Yeah.
Who's that?
NF for an
NF?
artist. Yeah. I fucking love NF.
Me too.
Guys, I saw him in September. It was so good. Dude, he's so good live. It's insane. I can't wait to see him in March again.
Tech 9 and Jelly Roll are coming in April, and I don't know what to do with myself.
Dude, how the fuck does
Yo,
Jelly Roll
they
keep
broke-
touring with Tech 9? Like
Because-
every
They're-
Tech
They're
9 I've ever
homies
seen.
like that.
Because they're making a lot of music together, so
There, okay.
I'm trying to get the VIP special, because then you can meet Jelly Roll and Tech 9 and their entire crew and shit. but it's
I've
like
met Jelly Roll.
$75.
He was in Nashville about 2 years ago, and I met Jelly Roll there.
I've met Tech 9, Chris Calico, Big Scoop, and Cut Calhoun.
All the people I've met were the people from Head PE.
I had tickets to go see to meet Chris Calico as well, but I never got the chance to. I got sick and couldn't go.
I wish
We were all
NF could meet
tripping
him.
balls outside the concert, and they said something, and we didn't. None of us understood what this word meant, and then they all left. And I think they were saying, "Come hang out in the bus," but we were so fucking like tripping balls, we had no idea what to do.
You.
So they just walked away, and we stood there in a circle, like, maybe they'll be back.
They didn't come back.
Nope.
We were left alone.
Chris
still
Calico
a
is
crazy
super
journey.
dope, and like in person, like he's so humble.
I
It's
bet.
it's amazing. And then I got to see Cut before he left Strange Music. So that was like way back in the day. I think I was like 15, 14.
I haven't gone to any concerts in over like 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. The last one I went to was the Linkin Park one. I really need to go to another one.
My first concert ever was Lamb of God, Job for a Cowboy and War.
I went to
Oh
a
my
Lamb of God
God.
concert in Richmond.
Lamb of God is so good live.
And it was before the lead singer of Gore
Yo,
died, so it was
You know they're
extra good.
from Virginia?
Who's that?
Lamb of God?
I didn't know that. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, they're from Richmond.
I want to see 21 Pilots. That's what I want to go see next.
You're awful. You're disgusting. Your music is
What are you
nowhere.
talking about?
Go away.
21 Pilots is fucking the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
go.
Yeah, right there.
I'm totally kidding. I love 21.
Oh, That guy's voice is amazing.
I think the last
can-
live concert I went to was Metallica.
The last live concert I went to was Tech 9 and it was 6 months ago.
Jelly.
I've seen him live like 6 times. That's like,
You know,
The
me
one
and Sarah were
person I
supposed to go to a
actually-
gathering one year, but we never got around to it.
I will never go to one. You couldn't pay me $1 million for me to go.
When
Oh,
you say
man.
when you say
Love it.
gathering, do you mean?
The gathering.
Like
of
gathering
Sarah
of the
was-
Juggalos.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were saying.
You couldn't
Their
pay
old
me
music,
a
but their
couple
new
million
shit
dollars
isn't
to do
really
it.
Good.
I mean, the gathering that everybody goes to where everybody think ICP is actually going to show up and they never fucking do.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
No, I'm
Oh,
worried
no.
about the AIDS that are going
Fights.
around.
There's some amazing fights out there.
There.
And
Nocturnal festival that gets held in Texas every year. My mom used to like do side work for a company that was like really well known in like the bass head and like dubstep like world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
what's the
so
company?
I don't remember what the name of it is. She only worked for them for like a year maybe. But I got into Nocturnal for free one year because she
Oh,
was
yeah.
doing security.
That's badass.
Nice.
Yeah. Ouch.
Well, it got really quiet in here. Is that time to finally end the 2-hour podcast?
I thought
Is
we
that
were
how
going
long
for
the
3.
podcast lasts?
I was about to say, I thought we were going for 3.
We were going for 3 because it's a special number 10 episode, guys.
You have
I
no
mean, we can go
thoughts?
for 3.
We've been doing this for 10 weeks. Isn't that just fantastic?
That's crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
you guys
but
have been
we-
doing it for
but
10
we
weeks.
skipped. We skipped like a month.
We
didn't
did skip like a month.
Yeah, but it was
Then
a
we started
holiday,
doing
so I
it.
mean, you can't really.
No, that's not why. We just stopped doing it. We just were like,
Come on,
oh,
you-
it's
if
So
not
you're doing
good.
it like once a
Yeah.
week?
If you
Yeah,
guys want to
yeah.
start doing it, you guys need to make sure you're doing it constantly. You got to do it every week.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
sometimes, we
shit
don't-
just doesn't happen for like a week, dude.
and we don't both do anything. I just
Well, let
work
them know.
and
Let the
stream.
people know
So that's all.
somehow.
Yeah.
No podcast this week, you know.
But it keeps, yeah, I know, but it keeps people interested though, and keep people coming back.
Well, did you know that on YouTube there's like a little status thing you can post to your people that watch your videos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Discussion.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've already gotten into that. Yeah.
Yeah, just go in there and be like, no video this week. We'll see you next week. You know.
yeah.
You can also post them there and ask if they have any like specific topics they want us to talk about.
That's a good one. I should put that.
I'm just saying.
All mine are going to be like more Minecraft videos. I'm like, no,
More Minecraft videos.
I'm gonna make videos on
Oh,
everybody
here's a good one.
fucking
If you guys could game with any like popular gamer, who would it be?
Me.
Shroud.
Oh my God, no, not
Just so I
Shroud.
can be shown how horrible I am at games.
Are we
Um,
talking in the sense of like potential like followers or just for the fun of doing it? You guys understand?
Of
what
course,
I'm saying?
content's gonna pick me.
All right,
so
well, Shroud
just-
would be for fun.
I wouldn't pick Shroud.
I think it'd be fun.
If I had to pick somebody, it would be. And you can kind of call him a gamer. Well, I mean, you can call him a gamer, but I guess it kind of goes in the whole voice actor industry too, because he does a lot of video games. It'd be, well, they do a lot of video games and stuff like that. But Troy Baker and Nolan North.
That's a good one. That's a damn good one, actually.
Yeah.
I would pick PewDiePie.
Because
'Cause he
I-
games anyway in general, so I'd hang out with him for.
That'd
Like
probably be a
it.
funny one.
It would be funny. I think he'd be hilarious.
I don't know.
I'd
Nolan
That'd probably
North.
be a good one for
Nolan North
followers.
is definitely one of my top 5.
You should start watching Retro Replay then, Kyle.
I've watched a couple episodes. I haven't seen it all though.
Yeah, you should start watching it, dude. They're doing full playthroughs of Uncharted and Last of Us.
Who played Luke in the original Star Wars? I can't remember his name.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. It would either be Mark Hamill or Tom Kenny, for me.
If I had to
if I-
pick, they're just like regular YouTube like streamers. It would either be Spontaneous or Tuxburg.
If we're going voice actor, celebrity type, I would be Mark Hamill would be there definitely.
Oh no,
And-
Mark
Look at that.
Mark Hamill streams. Not a lot of people know that either.
Oh, I know that, but I'm saying like if I had to choose him, it'd be Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy.
I would pick Spontaneous just for the sole fact if she's like a female Siege player and she has a series called OMG You're a Gamer Girl and it's fucking hilarious. Cause can relate. I got DDoSed in Siege like 2 months ago because this guy joined our party and he was like, "Are you a gamer girl?" And I was like, "Oh no."
Oh
Like, guys,
no.
I'm a
so
gamer
sorry.
girl.
I was
We
like,
know
I'm a
you are.
grown ass
Wait,
woman and he
wait.
fucking deleted him. And so he DDoSed me.
Sorry.
Somebody tried to swap me the other day.
SWAT you?
Really?
Dude.
Yeah.
Alright, so some kid comes in and they're like, I bet you've never seen a pair of tits in your life. And I was like, you're just mad because I could fuck your mother in a heartbeat. And then I guess they went through my Facebook, found my girl, found her name, typed that in the chat, but it's not actually like the real way to spell her name. And then they fucking sent us her old address, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, do it. Send the cops there.
Yeah, go for it. They even got the wrong state and everything, but they got the right name of the street, and that was what was weird.
I mean, it's not hard to look up that stuff on Facebook. I mean,
Yeah, so I took my Facebook link off of my fucking Twitch panels. I was like, bye-bye, bye-bye.
Yeah, it's not hard to find that stuff. Like I found where my dad used to live back when I was like 2 years old, like exact road and everything. My dad was surprised
Damn,
by it.
fucking hacker man for life.
It was literally
got
just type it into Google, type his name in, and that was it.
Yeah.
I mean that's literally. I mean, I could look up exactly where Sierra lives in like 2 minutes.
Do it. Tell me.
I mean, base knows, but I got a follow bot. I didn't even content.
No,
so
I'm
that's
not gonna do that.
That's
a good thing to
that's something
have.
we need to talk about on this podcast, I think, before we forget about it.
Let's
that?
not put my address on your podcast because I am prepared to shoot somebody. I'm just saying.
That
No, I'm not gonna do that.
not
I'm
what
not
I was
gonna-
saying.
it's-
CrazyLegz got follow botted over. What was it? Like
Oh.
it was like a 2-day thing.
No, it was just it happened. Okay, so last week I was streaming, and I usually don't get many viewers in the morning because everyone's at work, and I just got off work, and I never technically pay attention to my chat when I stream then because nothing happens, and look down at my little bar on the bottom of my screen. It said 160 viewers, and I was like, whoa! I was like, someone rated me, so I look over to my laptop, and the follows just keep coming, and my laptop just freezes. I can't like click on anything. So I get on my phone and it says I have like 400 viewers. I'm like, what is going on? Like, can someone explain to me what's happening? And I was in a party with somebody, and I'm like, this don't seem right. This isn't right. And after about, and then I got a hold of you, Base, and then I ended my stream. I went from 293 followers to 2.710. So now I have 2,704 because I lost some, but then I gained like some followers over the weekend. And I tried to get a hold of Twitch, and they didn't get a hold of me because I'm not like a huge streamer. So a lot of people keep telling me just to let it go. They'll either go away in time, or I'm just stuck with it, and it's just gonna be like that. So the only thing frustrating is I didn't earn it, and I hate the fact that I have so many. And I just wanted to go back down to where it was at because I've been doing this
Yeah.
for a year.
I mean, it
I should
happened to me,
stuck
but I
with it.
only
Today
got followed
on
by like
Who Can Be
1
a
or
Humble
200.
Streamer.
Yeah,
No,
it's-
like
it's-
it might sound like he's being humble, but I would literally watch this man fucking grind his ass off for months trying to get to 300 followers, and then for all
No,
of
and
that
I
to just
totally
be
get that,
just
but
be
that
taken
like
away.
it's super humble. Like at the same time, it's like I didn't earn these followers, even if they are bots. Like take me back to my old number. Like a lot of people would just be like, "Fuck yeah, higher numbers." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's nice. Like there's pros, I guess. The only thing I can think of is it makes me look a little bit better. But then that's not like I might gain real people now. So like, hey, this guy seems like he's a decent streamer. Maybe I'll check him out. But it's just the fact that I can't take it away. So like there's a dude that streams Halo a lot, and he's been doing it for a while. He has 1.2K. Now I have more than he does. And I didn't even do anything. It's just
I
there.
mean, shit, I've been almost streaming for 2 years, and you've surpassed me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's frustrating. 'Cause
It's
I don't
not,
want it.
but like to me, I don't look at it like, oh man, this dude's got more followers. It's just like, oh, cool.
Well,
like,
you don't,
whatever.
but others do, man.
Some
like
people
people
will,
get fucking
but I know,
toxic
but
about
like,
that
if
shit.
somebody comes in, just be like, yo, I got fucking follow botted, like, because I hit 1,000 after like a year, and then somebody came in and follow botted me. I was like, hey guys, at least we hit that milestone without the follow bots, because somebody came in and just like did it to me with like over 100. I was like, so like no matter where we go from here, we know that we hit, you know, this. So like you at least know that you hit 250 before, you know, because I remember I was coming in, you were grinding for 300, you were at like 2 something.
I
So
wish
you
it
can
was
look at it at least like that way, like
not 2.5K or whatever. It was insane. I was like, wow. But I don't know. If I told myself that if somehow they do ban me because they think it was me, I'm not gonna stream. I might just take a break because that's gonna frustrate me even more. But I think
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I mean, you can
I
keep
don't
working on
understand
that.
how they can do that though, because don't you have to pay for those? Don't you have to pay for the follow bots? Like you have to pay to get that.
Some people
Right.
just have it like that. They'll just pay. Some people think that they're helping doing that for you, and then you get mad and they're like, oh, and then they won't say anything. You never know, dude. Think about this, all right? Every personality you can think of exists on the internet.
And
Except
the
for mine.
really sad part is it's worse on the internet too because of anonymity.
A lot of people think they're gonna help you with some things. A lot of people do stuff in spite. Like sometimes you do
It'd be nice
something
to know who did
and
it,
somebody
though,
will
too.
take something the wrong way and hold that grudge their whole life. You know? Like there's one streamer
That's
I
my
watch,
thing,
man.
though.
He has one kid that will make accounts every day of his life. This kid has nothing better to do with his life than fucking harass this one streamer.
Are we talking about nap
Like,
times?
no, but I actually talked to Nap about that. Because he
Yeah,
was
he-
harassing one of my
No,
friends.
that man is everywhere, and he's also like the worst fucking human being that I've ever seen. Like legitimately.
Yeah, he harassed me for like a week on my stream, like months ago.
I
about
think that's
something.
the kid that was coming in harassing me, talking about swatting me.
Yeah,
And
it was probably him.
Because after I hosted out, somebody came in with my exact same name, but instead of an I, it was an L, lowercase. So it looked
Was
the
it?
same.
Yeah, it's
They took
probably
my
him.
gamer picture and my background to it, so when you click my name, it looks the same, and I account aged him. Just so, like, I knew, and it said, like, created 5 minutes ago. I was like, yeah, see. So I was telling my buddy I hosted, I was like, that's not me, yo. I was like, all right, dude, well, I'm going to sleep, so, like, dude wouldn't fuck with him anymore, and I messaged my homie, and I was like, yo, that's not me. He's been messing with me all night. Just ignore him. I stayed in my homie's chat for a good, like, 2 hours to make sure that, like, no dumb shit happened. But, like, for all you know, this person could be going around with your name, saying shit in random people's chats, you know?
That's more than likely what is happening, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
There's not much you can say. I say I fuck up myself anyway. That's the shit I talk about.
Yeah,
Jesus
no
Christ.
Yeah, I've already
I've
like,
heard
my
what you
rules
say
is,
on
like,
stream.
this is not a family-friendly channel. Don't
Oh,
expect
mine's
that
not
here.
at all. Like I don't even. You can. I don't. Half the time I don't think when I talk. I'll just say it. So that's the bad thing.
I start coming up with more shit like throughout the day. I'll be driving around just thinking like, what can I say the next time they come in? Like, should I just ignore it? No, I have too much fun with this.
I think it was. What was it? Was it? What was the dude's name, Kyle? Was it Always Beat You? Was that
Yeah,
him?
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he came in my chat and was talking shit to me and Shyway and someone else was in my party at the time.
I think it was
Kept going
Chelsea,
on and
wasn't it?
I don't
Mizzy?
think so, because I was kind of drunk and I told the dude I wasn't kind of drunk. I was kind of fucked up, but he just kept talking shit. I'm like, dude, just shut the fuck up. If I ever saw you, if I ever saw you face to face, could you just calling the girls a cunt and shit. I'm like, dude, I can't walk right, but I would beat your fucking ass. Like, I don't give no fucks. Like, you're so stupid. You have no better like life than to sit here and go to each of like people part of the SWAT community just to bug us all because you don't like nap times or whatever the fuck happened with that. He has nothing better to do. Like, go get another part-time job or something. I don't know. Or fucking just go
Another
do
part-time job? You're right. He needs another part-time job. I don't know what that
Like, it's
fucking
fun.
man
Like,
needs. It's just
it's fun to
weird.
make fun of people, I guess, in a way, or joke around with friends. But when you're sitting there, like, doing all that, and then you have to kind of reevaluate like what your life choices are. 'Cause he has to have something better better to do than
Apparently not.
that. I mean, yeah, but I mean, there should be something you can.
So like the thing I've been thinking is at this point, like, it's probably best to ignore them before you start shit that doesn't even need to be started because I'm starting to think it's just not worth it. You know,
Well, that, the
because
fact
I'm not
that, you know,
I'm not
if you
one to
start
not
too
say
much
anything.
shit,
That's
well,
my
yeah.
thing.
I was gonna say, like, you don't want to start taking for somebody who used to do YouTube for a living that dealt with this on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a small streamer or small content creator. If you start too much shit, you know, people aren't gonna want to associate themselves with you because they're just gonna consider you just, you know, somebody who just likes to cause drama. So, like he was saying, like, just ignore it. But at the same point, it's like it's kind of hard to ignore it because that's just how internet culture is. People get a sick thrill of going into people's streams or, you know, or chats or whatever, YouTube videos, and making stupid comments like that just to get a rise up.
I think that's what it is they want to get the fucking reaction.
Right, but at the same point, you gotta man up and
Just
kind
fucking
of
ignore it.
Because
Yeah.
if you let it bother you, it's gonna end up hurting you in the end. Because I dealt with a lot of people like that when I used to do YouTube back in the day, and that's why I don't use. Well, I mean, I have other reasons why I don't do YouTube anymore either. But like when I did, it just didn't really help me out for my image at all.
Yeah.
And I kind of regret it now. So it's just something you just gotta deal with and learn to ignore it. And if you can't ignore it, then there's ways to.
If you can't ignore it, you really shouldn't be doing it in the first place, if I'm being honest.
Right, exactly. If you can't ignore it, you shouldn't really be doing it in the first place. Yeah.
But at the same time, if I could just find where this guy lives.
Like, he didn't really bug me like he did. I
Like
think it's
Jade
only 'cause
Silent Bob style.
I was drunk, but if I was kind of sober, I wouldn't have went in on him like I did. But the stuff I've read, like he's done to certain people, it's just so stupid. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I've already banned that dude in my chat, and I've never had him in it. But
I
I'm
have
pretty
too.
sure.
Oh
I've
no,
been,
he has
10
like
accounts.
somewhere north of like 120 accounts. Like not even
I'm sure.
exaggerating.
He's probably got them all written down, saved in his fucking notepad.
Like I went through Naptime's follow list from like however long ago he started streaming. Like I think I banned like over 700 accounts. Like just counting from today's follow list to like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, how long it's been going on.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can do about it. It's just internet culture, man. You're just, no matter what you do, I mean, you could be the biggest YouTuber in the world, like PewDiePie, for example, and you know that he deals with that on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just something you just gotta get. You just gotta deal with it. You just gotta ignore it. Nothing you can do about it. No
Just
matter
think
how
to
hard you
yourself,
try.
oh hey, look, a little shit, and block him.
Pretty much.
What'd you say
He's
to
my
me, you
biggest
little
fan.
shit?
Yeah.
Hey man, you gotta be doing something right for somebody to be hating you that much.
I mean, you know, if you get big enough, crazy, you just get enough people to be moderators for your fucking chat. And
I don't
shit.
even think he
Just have
actually
them do it
hates
for
me.
you.
He just hates anyone part of the SWAT community. Even though I'm not really part of it much anymore. I haven't played Halo for a while, but he just doesn't like anyone who likes nap times for some reason. So I don't. Or who hangs out with nap times.
It is what it is, man. You just gotta let it go. Eventually, he'll give up.
Oh, it's no, he hasn't talked to me in like months. This happened like months ago.
That might make sense. What Nap hasn't been like hosting a lot of people lately.
Oh no, he
Is
ventures in the
still doing
community,
it
man.
now?
Yeah, he still does it.
Oh, I said I didn't know you still.
I will be right back.
Well,
Didn't know
boy.
if the
I think
drama was
this
still
dude's
there.
New Year resolution was to cause as much fucking drama as possible on Twitch in 2020. Fuck out of here, dude.
I want to cause drama.
I don't want to be in it. I ain't about that life.
Yo,
I think
crazy.
drama's fun to like kind of like listen to and like make fun of, and not be a part of. I guess if that makes
Hey,
sense.
crazy.
Like,
Yeah,
I
but
like
then you
I
become
like-
a part of it when you start making fun of it.
Well, maybe a little bit. But...
Real talk, crazy, right now. Come on.
All right.
You ever had your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat?
I have not. Do you want to be the first? Yes. You're welcome to come over.
Yes.
All right.
All right, everybody. I think that's the end of the podcast. We are literally at 2.5 hours. Just want to give a quick thank you to everybody who showed up today. Bass, thank you for so much being a guest. Sierra, thank you for being a guest. George is AFK. I'll thank him in a few minutes. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. We greatly appreciate it. Everybody, we did episode number 10. Can we get some claps around? Yeah, okay, we're not. That's cool too. It's whatever.
Oh god.
Cheers to everybody. Did you even drink in this episode at all, Crazy?
No, because I
God
forgot. I can go
damn
get my
it.
beer and
Nope,
chug it real quick.
It's fucking way too late. It's way too late.
No, it's not.
We
It's
literally
never too late.
is way too late. It's way too late.
Well,
Anyway, thank you all so
should
much.
remind me.
If you guys haven't checked us out on social media, links are below. And if you're just now
follow
tuning
me
into
on
this
Snapchat.
podcast, the podcast will be uploaded to YouTube sometime this week. I'm not sure when. Probably Thursday. That's when I try to get it up there at the latest. My Twitter is also at the bottom. I think CrazyLegz is also somewhere mentioned at the bottom. If not, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. And CrazyLegz sucks. Thank you all for coming in. Bye.